Welcome to Patrick Roberts, Our New Timeline.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I am late. I'm running late. And then I had technical difficulties. This here lamp right here, I put a lighter light, like not so bright light bulb in there, 40-watt light bulb. And now it doesn't seem like it's light enough. So I can't win. So I think we need some professional lighting off the old $5 tripod light. Woohoo! Looks like a little alien. Hello, I'm watching you. So yeah, so that lights it up a little bit light, but who wants the light shining right off me? The light shining on you. Shine, shine, shine away. Shine, girl, you are the way to my heart. Oh, how I felt it. I've never dated in China. Never dated from that race, China. And another thing is, by the way, they are very beautiful women, China girls. Just too small for me. I think I would break them in half. You know, I need a meatier girl. Some girl with a little, yeah. Anyways, I had this cup for a while. I've been using it for a while, and I poured the drink in there with ice, and the cap was sitting like upside down over here, right? While I'm doing all this. That's how you usually do it, right? And then I went to go grab the cap to put it on, and I noticed this sticky. I don't know. I didn't know what it was, and I put my hand in it. To me, it looked like a price tag, that was all bunched up, and I went to grab it. Yeah, it was a fucking price tag on the inside of the lid, all gooped up, and I'm like, what? And I've never seen that there before. That's never been there. So I'm like, where the fuck would a price tag come from? One of them sticky ass price tags that are on, cans of shit or whatever. Boy, I'll tell you, I don't know where the fuck that came from. That was really weird. I think I'm losing it sometimes. So, I don't know if I would have seen it. Because it was so noticeable. It just looked like a white dot. Bam, right there. I would have noticed it before. And I'm very particular about everything, Before I put anything in a glass, when I grab a glass from I don't care if it's my own fucking cupboard. I don't care if it's right out of the washer. I always go and I look around in it. And then, when I grab the cap, obviously, I do look in it, make sure it's clean. So, yeah, I don't know what you call that one, but that was a little spin, Let's go for a ride. So, hey, I did want to welcome Dearest Dawn was in here, the very first one in here, and she was right at it. And then Mandela Effect. No, it's Texas Danny. Welcome, Texas Danny. Are you at work, Danny? Cammy, hey y'all. Cammy, welcome. Don't worry about it. We jump so fast now. It's not worth stressing about. I know. It just feels like this world is like collapsing in on itself. It's coming down. You can feel it. You can see it. So welcome, dearest Don, Texas Danny, Cammy. So how are you guys doing tonight? Well, in this early morning. No home about 45 minutes. Oh, okay. Hmm. um. So, anyways, I did write a couple things down that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and um, yes, this was shoved in my face today. By what I mean by shoved in my face, you know how when you get on YouTube or whatever, certain shit pops up right away at you, or it'll keep popping up throughout the day. And it's like shit you don't even, not even a category that you would even uh, play to. You know, I mean, if AI is going to throw shit at me, it's going to throw stuff that I'm interested in at me. Not something just out of the blue, you know. So I get that a lot where it's throwing something at me. And so, anyways, Meatloaf put on a concert supposedly in 2016. Now, in 2016, to me, he was passed away long before that, before 2016. So I just thought it was weird to see him out there singing and carrying on this. They did this. The whole concert was about. It was a different way to do a concert too. Um, so the concert was this girl was on stage with him singing, and it was like a acting type play as they went along. You know, it's like what we used to do when we were kids when Bat Out of Hell would come on and they would sing, "Stop right there, I gotta know right now. Do you love me? Will you love me forever? Do you need me? Will you need me forever?" You know, so we sang them songs, boyfriend, girlfriend, to each other, you know. So that's what they were doing. Throughout the whole thing, whatever song would come on, they would sing to it. And I'm just like, wow, to see him that old. Because we never got to see him not in his 50s and 60s and shit like that. I don't even know how old he would be now in 2016. You know, because to me, he died around 35, a little over 35, of a drug overdose. I don't know about you guys. When did Meatloaf die for you, or did he ever die for you? I know because I listen to his music. We all listen to his music. We know that when somebody comes on and says they passed away, you know that like I know right where I was when when I heard Michael Jackson died. I keep commenting. She's only one who has not. Did Jeffrey Epstein die for you or not? Yeah, he died. Don't tell me he's alive. He died in prison. He killed himself. Um, no, at least that's what they told us. You know, that's what the story was at that time. that he died in prison. I don't believe that he died. I didn't note the dates, but he had to die because then they didn't have a trial, right? All that shit couldn't come out then. You know, if they would have had a trial on him, a lot of shit would have came out, and a lot of people would have been involved. You know, so they had to take him out, or at least send him to an island. Was rumored he died, but he had heart issues and lost lots of weight. What, is he alive now? No, but he didn't kill himself. Is he alive now? I mean, is he actually alive? Betty never died. So did Meatloaf? We're getting off subject. Did Meatloaf die for you guys? Do you guys remember Meatloaf dying? Is he even still alive? I didn't even look it up. I'm gonna like freak out if they say he's alive. I'm going to freak. So let's look it up. Oh yeah, there's something I want to show you. Woo! Sorry, double. Come on, somebody gonna beat me to it? Come on. Oh, what do you mean is Meatloaf alive? Meatloaf's been. It's moldy. I'm still alive. Must have been a miracle. It's been a hell of a ride. Let's see. Better known as Meatloaf, American singer and actor. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, come on. I don't. It's not showing a death. Born September 27th, 1947, age 73. It's not showing the death. He didn't die. He's still alive? I wonder if people like that fake their deaths. I mean, really, all you gotta do is put it on the news, you know, and it's gonna come out of that box, and you're dead. So then later on, they come out whenever they feel like it, or I don't know. It's so fucking weird. There's something. I can't believe he's still alive. Wow. I thought after 2016, when I was watching, I thought he was not alive. He's really aged. Holy shit. In 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 5 years. That's not very long. He looks like he really aged from the time he did that. From the time he did that, I'll have to show you guys it. Did everyone have a good weekend? Yeah, it was alright. I will have to. Should I punch it up? I was just watching it. Maybe I do have it. But then it's gonna fuck up what I wanted to show you guys. Okay. First of all, we'll get back to the meatloaf thing in a little bit. I do want to show you guys this. Why don't you guys' thoughts about this guy, his thoughts and stuff. Let's share and share screen. And after I'm done with all this, as always, I will welcome anybody in. Welcome anybody to come in and talk if you guys want to. Get off your mind what's bothering you. You want to get it off your mind. No, I don't want that. I want smarter. Okay, let's listen to what he says here.
I don't want you to send money because you feel led to, or you want to support because you actually truly support what I do. But tons of content coming. I'll try to do a live stream.
Sorry about that, guys. That jumped all the way to the ending. So I am so sorry about that. I'm like, what in the hell is he talking about? This ain't how it started. I thought I shifted again. But here we go.
What's going on, everybody? Crazy amounts of gravy in tonight's stream. Gonna read all the donations all the way back to like the 14th. Purposes. The name of this stream is Sympathy for the Devil. I'm well aware that that title alone will have a bunch of churchians spiraling. That isn't my problem. Society has been engineered to not only make us accept what's coming in the end, the great deception, but also to accept it in such a way in which we empathize and sympathize with the very spiritual adversaries themselves. And we are going to lay this out definitively in this stream. And to think that the major themes of movies that are reoccurring with trillions of dollars behind them are just randomly picked is very naive. This is meticulously crafted and, dare I say, by an author that isn't confined to the physical vessel. That's right, humans are not near smart enough to come up with this on their own. They are just guided with their fleshly temporal desires and therefore carrying out a masterful plan by the master of deception that extends thousands of years. And it will culminate, and you should get right with the creator, Yahuwah, and the one true Messiah, Yahusha or Yahshua. There you go. There's the intro. We're going to check this video out. I'm gonna go ahead and go back a couple because we're not even playing their games. We're gonna listen to it and we're gonna hear what they got to say. Now this is from the movie Noah. Okay. This is from the movie Noah, which came out I think in 2014. And this is where they describe what happened. So hopefully everyone can hear me. Everything's good. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Ted Summer is a legend. So Bears and Truthers. Chilling. All right, here we go. Check out what this stupid clip has to say. And then understand that this is just the beginning of them trying to get you to sympathize with the adversaries because they will reveal themselves soon. All right, so add the stream. Bang. Check it out. Again, this is fair use protected.
The Creator formed us on the second day, the day He made the heavens. We watched over Adam and Eve, saw their frailty and their love, and then we saw their fall, and we pitied.
Oh, they saw the fall and pitied them rather than the fact of the matter where they actually came down and aided in the deception and the fall of mankind itself, God Drael in the garden. But let's continue.
Stone then, but light.
We were not stoned then, but light.
We were not stone then, but light. It was not our place to interfere, yet we chose to try and help mankind. And when we disobeyed the Creator, He punished us.
Yet we chose to try to help mankind anyway. No, you chose to come down and try to deceive mankind for your own desires because your full metaphysical power, unimpeded, not confined to time or physical vessel, degradation of cells, wasn't enough for you. You had to come and taste something that wasn't created for you. That is in fact the truth. But once again, this is literally engineering you subconsciously, subliminally to have empathy for those very spiritual adversaries that hate you.
We were encrusted by your world. Rock and mud shackled our fiery glow. Still you taught mankind all we knew of creation.
Yeah, they did.
With our help, they rose from the dust, became great and mighty. And they turned our gifts to violence. Only one man protected us, your grandfather Methuselah.
Oh, it's saying that y'all can't see it? What is going on? I'm not sure why it's not working. But that's pretty lame. We're going to just keep playing. At least y'all can get the audio. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. It's showing up on my StreamYard.
Hunted, most of us killed.
See, I'm not the only one that has problems. And there you go.
Those who lived were left prisoners in this.
So, welcome, Smurf Girl. Esther is in the house.
And he
Welcome.
turned down your petition. Enoch, the book that was removed, specifies this. They actually wrote out an entire petition on behalf of the Creator to try to receive repentance or more so forgiveness for their rebellious actions. And Yah immediately turned it down. And he explained, well, you know, I gave men, women, and children so that they long for nothing, the ability to be fruitful and multiply. I did not give that to you. You are not like that of man. Yet you came and abused it. And they convinced Enoch to come negotiate on their behalf with their petition. And his response was, in fact, I created you so that you go around operating on behalf of humans, yet you have a human here operating on behalf of you, and then petitioned on behalf of their offspring, and that was also declined. So that is, of course, what actually happened. This is not some heroic attempt by the Watchers to come help mankind out. This is quite the opposite.
He was always silent. And now you claim that you have heard his call. Sometimes I cannot accept this. A man, when it is men who broke the world.
Whatever, man. Y'all get it. I'm just trying to make sure the stream didn't already go down. There's just no way. Oh, yeah, we're good. So everyone It's not a 3-month strike because this is. I even got the disclaimer on here. But anyway, y'all get it. Y'all get the idea. That's kind of telling you the truth, only inverted. But again, we're the little gravelers. The educational purpose of the stream are protected under the Fair Use Act. Objectively, this was not their movie, and they put it on there and get millions of views from it, and it's not even their movie. I'm allowed to pause it and critique a 2-minute clip. Period. Objectively. So, luckily enough, we didn't even see half of it, and all you hear was some of the audio pause. The point is that they tell you that, in fact, they came to help mankind. They are trying to make sure that you empathize with the adversaries. Now, we're going to continue and show you that they have predictively programmed us. I guess I can make myself over here. Yeah, whatever. So I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that they programmed us with, and then you tell me if this is all just a coincidence. It is not. So, of course, we'll start with the air is going to kill you, PSYOP. So here we go. They printed the 2020 quarter, and yeah, it's got a bat on it. Probably just a coincidence. Tangled. She's quarantined in an island called Corona. Just a coincidence. Dave Burkers, as you can see right here during the intro, it says, or right after the intro, yeah, during the intro, how a single bat started it all. Whenever this was just put out way before they shut the world down, but it's just a coincidence. Now let's start to talk about this. The Matrix. I broke down the Matrix for you guys. This is one of the world's most famous movies. I made a stream on it. It got heavily attacked. Or people say it's because I was playing clips from it, even though, once again, it's called the Fair Use Act objectively. You can actually go to that website, channel we were just on, and watch the entire movie, basically, clip after clip after clip after clip after clip after clip. It's just laughable. They just don't want you to critique it. But that is what the Fair Use Act was, in fact, created to do. It's called the First Amendment, and y'all can kick rocks. I'm allowed to critique any and everything. That's just objective. Sorry that I have to keep repeating that. So anyway, just because it's someone else's channel, I'm trying to be a bit more cautious, but, you know, it is what it is. So the Matrix, I broke down for you guys. I'll hit you with it real fast, okay? Everything is backwards in the Matrix. So the good guys are the bad guys are the good guys. The agents are actually the archangels and the angels, and Neo is the Antichrist. And in the second scene, they explain to you what the whole ordeal is. Trinity, so you know they're talking about their Gnostic Trinity. That's why she's named that. She comes and says, Neo, I've been looking for you. And he says, Trinity, I thought you were a guy. And in fact, he says, Jesus Christ, I thought you were a guy. And she says, most guys do. And so that tells you right there that it's a part of this play on the Gnostic Trinity. And then, of course, the Oracle is the spirit, right? So the female spirit of the Oracle is the spiritual aspect of the Trinity. And, of course, the physicality of it being the transgender, transcendent of gender Baphomet. So that is, of course, going to be Morpheus, and that's going to be Trinity. And then they have Neo, who is the Antichrist. Now, they tell you, he says, Neo, do you believe in free will? He said, no. He said, why not? And then he said, because I don't like feeling like I'm not in control of my own life. And then Morpheus got real serious, sat down and said, I know exactly what you mean, Neo. This is because Morpheus is Lucifer, Gadriel, and he bucked the system. Now, you may think the scriptures are a lie. Maybe you should ask yourself why they put billions of dollars into inverting it in the form of media so that you get deceived by what they really mean. But the truth is that, well, we have a father. Okay, and he's our father figure, and then they, of course, have an inverted Gnostic teaching. And they put it right out in front of everyone. Now, the Matrix is clearly symbolic of you actually plugging into this augmented reality that they plan on rolling out. I know that's heavy for some of you guys, but that's pretty obvious what it is. It's a hive mind that you plug into effectively for all intents and purposes. It also shows the making of the Antichrist, right? It shows him coming out. Now, then throughout the whole thing, the Matrix is told to you to be like this illusion of life. Now, the Matrix in the inverted metaphor is actually reality that the creator made. It's crazy because they know that there's way more than just the physical realm and that we're just experiencing this physically, but it's actually limited. There's way more. They're like, isn't it crazy? Steaks actually taste like steak. And alcohol actually tastes like alcohol because they're talking about the Matrix, which is what Yah created, which is beautiful for us, but it has a limited view of reality. It's because you were put there with a veil. And Morpheus tells him, don't you ever, or, you were put here. What if I told you were put here with wool pulled over your eyes? And when you dream, is that really just dreaming? I'm telling you about the metaphysical, telling you about what's going to remove the veil. I can only show you the door. You have to open it yourself. And he goes to the door. He says, I told you I can only show you. You have to open it yourself. Neo reaches the door. They're right there waiting on him. He goes in to see the metaphysical, third and final part of their Trinity, which is the Oracle. And so the female, because it gives life and its creation Gaia, all of that will be the Great Deception. It will come under the guise of a new deity, a new Gnostic teaching of how we're all intertwined. Every religion is trying to explain the same thing, trying to a primitive attempt to express the same adoration for the same creator. It transcends all languages, transcends all cultures, transcends all scriptures, and that the truth is, in fact, this is the actual, creator. And the creating source, there's only one thing we know that can create, and that is female. They will invert the Trinity, and you should ask yourself, why are they so obsessed with fairy tales if this is just a fairy tale? And of course, this is why the main producers actually turned transgender right after, because they believe in transmutation of oneself. You must transcend all duality, good, bad, male, female, all of it. It's alchemy of oneself, transmutation, so that you reach an enlightened state. This is what makes them feel like they're really special. But we're going to continue on. Now you know the Matrix. If you want to watch the rest of it, I decoded it. I think it's on BitChute because they took it down. We have the Hunger Games, where all of the rich people get together and they board all of the poor people into certain sections, fenced in, and they make them kill each other. This is, of course, telling you about the world post-Mark, post-Beast System full implementation, post-Third and Final World Order, where they're trying to hunt out the actual believers. Rewatch the movie and tell me they're not trying to do this. I Am Legend, it tells you all about what happens. It tells you that they tried to cure cancer, quote unquote, which may be the sales pitch, that they permanently cure elements. Every single movie, guys. Let me come back here so you fully understand the context of this. Every single major movie, certainly when you see reoccurring actors like Will Smith, go look at all the movies he's been in. Leonardo DiCaprio, go watch all the movies he's been in. They pick very prominent characters to keep putting in these big, very important movies, because you will build an emotional attachment to the actor over the course of your life watching them, and so therefore you will be more subject to being deceived by your heart, which is of course synonymous with emotional reaction, which we're told the heart is most susceptible above all things. I love Will Smith, he's just acting. Okay, so all of this is so that you understand, even if subconsciously and subliminally, exactly what's going to happen to you, how it's going to be, and something's going to be triggered in your subconscious where it actually is consciously interpreted that you expected this to happen, and you will not even fully understand why. This is very meticulous wizardry, and they've done this for decades. And there's a prominence of themes through this where it's preparing you for the end. So follow with me and think about exactly what it is they're telling you the end's going to be like.
So what are you guys thinking so far on this? What are you guys thinking so far on the on this guy and what he's saying? Hey, Malaya. Yes, I was on a stream where I wasn't allowed to say Jesus, only Yahweh or Yeshua or whatever. Yeah, he tries to say that too, that his name wasn't Jesus or whatever. This is the first time I've heard about that maybe a year or two ago, and I don't know why that is up with that. Malia, it was nice to see you on Voice today. Yes, that was fun, and I think I did about 3 hours on his channel. I don't know, 2 or 3 hours on Voynix's channel, and I'm sure in a couple hours he will be up joining us. Hey, Ricky, I will send a link if I find it. Copy that link, and I will put that link right out in the open there so anybody can join. Any lucky soul can come in and join me on tonight's show. And we're going to be doing this guy off and on because I think, I don't know, I like what he has to say. So I don't agree with all of it, but I think he is on the right track with a lot of it. So I'm going to continue to play it. Oh, here comes Algo. Hey, Algo, what's up?
Hey, Patrick. I am a lucky soul. Thanks for letting me click the link. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm running late, of course, but yeah.
Got busy?
Yeah, I actually was kind of like doing that teeter-tottering, like, I don't know if I want to go on,
I've been there.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I could probably go to bed and get 4 good hours of sleep, but nah. It's midnight. I'm still up. I'm still wide awake. Why not?
So when did you find Witsit Gets It?
Yesterday is the first time I ever heard of him.
Nice. He runs around with Jeranism and Glitters and Zulu One and a lot of people in what they call the flat Earth community, even though half of them say it's not flat, it's just not a globe. And he's a pretty smart guy, and he's very biblically based from what he has to say. So I think he's an interesting guy. He's so young that he's only seen New Hollywood. I was looking at Discord, and I couldn't connect, so I was watching the movie called They Live.
Yeah.
And I think They Live probably explains our reality as well as any movie. Because when you get into the esoteric part about the Matrix and how Neo's actually the Antichrist, it's kind of heady and it's kind of complicated. Melody for me is, They Live kind of represents everything everybody's doing. Hey, Rick Swain.
Hey, Rick.
Mute it up, buddy.
Yeah, how do I sound?
Good.
Good? All right, because when I went on, it was weird. Like, did you see me earlier, Pat? Because I was in backstage earlier. But I came on, like, as soon as I clicked on, and I'm on my phone, I got to jump on YouTube and turn YouTube off so there's no feedback when I get back on StreamYard. And when I came back on StreamYard, I went to enter into the backstage. I pressed enter, and my ears started ringing really loud, high pitch, like higher than normal.
It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Yeah, I was really, like, I always have ringing in my ears. I don't know if I have tinnitus or I just, hear the ringing in my ears. But, yeah, it was really weird because it was really high. Like, came out of nowhere. But,
so where you headed, Rick?
Nowhere special. I've been living in my car for the past week and a half.
Dude, that sucks.
It ain't that bad.
Where do you sleep at?
I have peace of mind.
Where do you sleep at?
In my car.
No,
right,
but I mean,
right here.
Where do you park your car?
Oh, and where I grew up at, down by the river. There's a park down here.
That reminds me of that skit.
Like a boat ramp where they launch boats at.
Saturday Night Live skit.
What's that, Pat?
When you said down by the river, it reminded me of that Saturday Night Live skit with Farley.
Yeah, in the river, in my van down by the river.
Yeah. Where do you want to spend the rest of your life?
Yeah, in the van down by the river. Chris Farley, that's a trip.
Yeah. So, hey, when did Meatloaf die for you guys?
What's this?
When did Meatloaf die?
I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, Meatloaf isn't dead. Meatloaf's alive, man.
No, he's always been alive for you guys, and he's never died.
Oh, yeah, Meatloaf never died, man. He got in a couple close motorcycle accidents.
No, he died of a drug overdose.
No,
I don't remember.
Around, I I think it was around like 2009.
No,
Maybe a little bit
Not for me.
earlier than that. I don't know. Yeah, I
No.
think
If he did, I never heard that.
yeah, I
2012.
never heard of it.
Yeah, I know for a fact he died. He's a popular singer. Yeah, I know he died.
He's a what singer?
Popular, very popular singer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have remembered if he would have died.
Yeah, you should. I remember. It's just like I remember where I was when Michael Jackson died. Anybody that you grew up with singing the songs that you sing over and over and over.
No, I don't remember. Well, I don't remember. The only one I remember where I was when he died was Frank Rizzo. He was a popular mayor here in Philadelphia. Rizzo.
Oh.
Rizzo.
Oh.
I think Meatloaf was a better actor than a singer.
I remember.
Really?
And the reason I remember that is because it reminded. I don't even know why it reminded me
What?
of JFK. I guess because it was a politician.
What films was Meatloaf in? I never seen any movies with Meatloaf in it.
Oh, he was in this great horror movie.
There's a lot of movies with Meatloaf.
We got a little feedback.
What movies?
Rick. Oh, let me see here. I'll look it up while you guys talk.
Okay. Yeah, Rick, you're starting to bring a little feedback now.
Yeah, I got headphones. I'm gonna put them in.
Okay.
He was in Fight Club. Remember?
No, I don't even remember that movie. I remember the movie, but I don't remember. I think I may have watched it once.
I remember him in Fight Club. He was like a girly man in there. They really made fun of him because of his weight, and
he had man boobs.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. I never watched that.
Dude, he's been in so many
in
movies.
A lot of movies, man.
Tenacious D, Memento of Flesh and Bone. Blood. He was in Blood Rain. Learning Curves, John Doe, The Kid Car, Wish Sea. He was in The Salton Sea, and if anybody hasn't seen that movie, The Salton Sea, with Val Kilmer, I highly recommend that. Rustin, Blacktop. Dude, Blacktop is the movie he was a serial killer in. It was fantastic.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah, he's been in, like, I'm looking at this list. He's probably been in 50 movies.
Yeah, and not one of them fucking movies I've seen.
He has 62
sound familiar.
62 soundtrack credits. He's produced 4 movies. And let's see what they say. Let's see if IMDb says he's still alive. Yeah, they say he was born in 1947. Yeah. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's 74.
When he died, he was about 35, 37 when he died. And he died on stage from drug overdose.
Oh my gosh, that's your memory?
Huh?
That's your memory.
Yeah. I remember hearing it on TV. See?
Oh, wow.
That's the thing too, is I heard it on TV, you know. Well, it was in the newspapers too, but that's all major media too. They could, I mean, could this be Mandela? I know it's a Mandela effect for me, but could it be a Mandela effect, or could it be them lying to us a long time ago when he just wanted to get out of the spotlight, you know? But then he was an actor, so he didn't really.
What year did you say it was?
When he died?
You thought he died? Yeah.
Between 2009 2012.
Okay, so 2009 to 2000, about 58, give or take.
He was 58 years old then?
Yeah, because he's like 74 right now.
Okay, so how old would he have been in 97? Because that's the other year that I
He'd have been 40 years old. Yeah, 40 years old.
Okay, so 1997 was when I heard it. Then that's
But
a
he
big
made
deal.
the movies. Yeah, it's a huge. He made the movie Spice World, Dead Man's Gun on the TV series. He was on Nass Bridges, the TV that year.
When did he stop acting though? What year?
His most recent film was 2017 on television, and it was called Ghost Wars.
Wow.
Did you ever see that TV series Elementary?
Does anybody else remember Meatloaf dying?
Yeah, do it in the chat. See if anybody in the chat knows it. Pick a number.
Paul Walker died during that time. Paul Walker was after Meatloaf.
Yeah, Paul Walker didn't.
What? He didn't die?
No, he did, but not that long ago.
Oh yeah. He died. Do you think they blew his car up, or do you think somebody took control of his car while he was driving it?
Yeah, sure seemed like they killed him.
Yeah.
Let's see. They say he 2013, November 30th, 2013, at age 40. Paul Walker died 2013.
Wow.
So I guess that was a while.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that long ago.
So you want to do a poll in the chat for when if Meatloaf died or if he didn't?
Yeah. If you guys remember Meatloaf dying, put a 1. If you don't remember him dying, and he's always been alive to you, put a 2. There you go.
We'll see what they have to say.
Oh, Rick's been waiting in the wings here.
How's the family, buddy?
Doing good.
Good.
All right, how do I sound now? Sound a lot better?
Way better.
So Cammy does remember with me. And Algo is a 2. Mandela Mile is a 2. Smurfer Girl is a 2.
Everybody's a 2, Pat.
Yeah, well, it's still a Mandela effect for me. That's for sure. I remember.
Right? Yeah. I mean, just because
Esther
nobody
is
else
one. She remembers.
remembers it. It's no big deal. Let's see if this will line up right. Oh, look at that. That's just about perfect.
Yeah, it's just so weird to have.
Perfect.
To have a memory like that, and other people around don't remember.
Pat, you do know that Tommy's live right now, right? Yeah, Tommy's on D Live right now.
Oh, he just started or what?
No, he's been on probably for about 2 hours now, 3 hours.
Oh, really? He's on D Live?
Yeah. But like you said, I think Voynich said that he was going to stop in. Because what did you say that you were going to play tonight? Didn't you say that you were going to play that?
Yeah, I've been playing.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I've been playing him. He is right now. He's down here in the corner. I don't know why it did that. Why did that bounce? See, there you go. See, he's right there.
Right, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't,
So that bounces. Oh, okay, I see. I moved that around.
It bounces us out, but it's no big deal. I mean, you want to show it, show it. We don't need to be
well, in a little bit after I'm talk to you guys for a little bit.
And Voynich streamed today, right? Did anybody hear anything about Mark getting out?
Yeah, he got out, but I guess he's doing all right.
So he got out during the live stream, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get me going on that. that fucking video.
Yeah, well, that's how they, that's how they are, Pat. That's what they do. Kick you when you're down. That's the type of people they are. It ain't nothing you can do about it.
Bunch of little fucking pussies.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
How is that? Is that better lighting?
Oh, you look fine, brother.
Yo, did you see the new South Park?
I did
The
not.
new South Park?
Yeah, the new South Park. They have the elite on there, like Hollywood's elite, like Oprah, and that's the one I recognized. Drinking adrenal. I won't finish it, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, but yeah, they have this on South Park.
I've heard lots about that South Park.
Hey,
Like,
Bo Gun, what up?
That's sick shit. Like, just to
What up, Bo
like, it's
Gun?
nothing really to joke about, because like what the children have to go through in order to produce what they want from them. Because they literally like it when they the blood is full of adrenaline. So they scare them. They put them in as much fear as they possibly can before they kill them.
Yeah, which would be tragic. I wonder how much truth is in that, though.
Why would like that be put out there like that?
Well, it
Like,
became a meme about 4 or 5 years ago. People started talking about that. Then
yeah, I mean,
and
but everything becomes a meme. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they do to discredit shit, is put it out in the mainstream. Someone makes it a meme, or makes it popular, or they put something out to make it look fake, or you know what I mean?
I do, and I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them, but I've seen, other than the bodies in Buckingham Palace's gardens, it's hard to find evidence of what's actually going on either way,
Well, yeah. Well, either way, to me, I don't need to see the bodies. Like, to me, that's evidence enough. Like, where are all these children going
No
that
idea.
are disappearing around this world?
Yeah.
Where are they going? Where are the bodies going? That's the like it's fucked, man. It's really getting to me. Like, what's really getting to me is every time I see a 2-year-old with a mask on her face, then I start thinking of the kids in school and what these children are going through.
And it's
then
brutal
it starts,
and tragic.
Then it starts every kid I see at a Dunkin' Donuts with a mask on handing me a coffee, I see my fucking son. Because I know that's my son out in Illinois right now. So it's like, it's attacking me from all fucking directions. And then I got this fucking shit that's going on with my wife. I don't even want to get into that. It's like,
what did you say? You didn't want to get into what? What was it?
Shit that's going on with my wife.
Oh.
I don't,
the spiritual stuff?
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah, the body is go into food supply. What does that mean, Volkan? The bodies go into food supply.
Food?
Yeah.
Olgan said that.
Yeah.
I
Their
sure hope
voices-
not, Volgan.
I know after a while, the body will start eating its own fat.
No, I think he's
Yeah.
saying that they chop up bodies and put it into our food.
Well, that's I mean,
Soil and
green. I mean, what the fuck? Yo, do you know? Like, we see these courtrooms about the CIA. About CIA being in the media, right? You seen that one video that floats around where the CIA guy's asked by somebody on a Supreme Court or something, does the CIA have anybody or media and anybody that paid that and they said by the 70s, the media was infiltrated by the CIA.
Yeah.
By the 70s.
Yeah, I thought it was actually before that.
Nah, why would it couldn't be before that. I mean, it wasn't that bad then.
Yeah.
Well, that congressional hearing you're referencing, Rick, was 1972. But yeah, it's probably been that way longer than we can even imagine.
Right.
Straighten up. Oh, okay. How was that?
It's hard to not look at
Straighten up
society.
and fly sober.
It's hard to not look at society and scratch your head because the people you know in life, most of them don't act.
Don't act
And
what?
They don't act that way. They don't do that stuff. And before you got here, Patrick and I were talking about movies, and that video he was playing was talking about the Matrix and how it's upside down from what people think it is. And I was referencing the movie They Live, and that seems like the most clearest example of what's actually going on. If people haven't seen They Live, they take a quick look at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're kind of similar, but I mean, the Matrix just goes into how, which I do believe they're harnessing our energy. Of course they are. They're fucking vampires. They're
Yeah.
And from my perspective, Vader made us so kind that we would kind of unconsciously, willingly go along rather than just go murder them all. It's not like we don't know who's doing this. We just could take them out.
He's got.
but that's not true. That's not true because it would, that's how wars start.
Wars are started up bankers to gain more power.
Yeah, but I mean, how are you going to just take, a group of people out?
Go to the head of every corporation and get rid of them. Go to the head of every government and get rid of them. Go to the head of every religion and get rid of them.
Go start killing CEOs of every corporation.
Right, but see, we don't. That was my point. Because Creator made us loving and kind, and we'll put up with a lot of shit rather than just go take care of the problem.
So I think we used to take care of the problem. We don't do that no more, though.
So
we used to.
I'm gonna play some more of this.
All right, I'm gonna mute up and listen.
Look around. Just think about exactly how this all applies to programming you for what happens when they roll this system out. And just so you know, just because you know the earth is flat, that does not mean that you see the great deception. That's not what it says. Moving on. They get to work, quote unquote, it turns all these people into these zombies. So that's what happens. They all turn into these crazy things. You find out, and it's actually the vaccine, the medicine that made everyone get sick. Basically, the mark that made them not human anymore. Right? And there's only a handful of humans even left in the destroyed world. They don't have any consciousness or recollection of anything, and they're just coming to try to kill you. And at the end, it paints them out to be good guys. And again, this is sympathy for the adversary, sympathy for the devil, which is a famous album on the Sympathy for the Devil. Okay, that's what this is all about. Have sympathy for these guys that are trying to attack your faith and they're not human anymore. They've been genetically altered by pharmakia. Trust them or feel bad for them. Feel bad for those that change. They're showing you you're going to be Will Smith, basically, if you're a believer. You don't have to understand this. You don't have to accept it.
You got some audio chop, Patrick.
Yeah.
Motivated work. Now, in this movie, same thing.
So
It's like the medicine.
There you go. You fixed it.
Trying to figure out. What did I do? Just now?
Yeah, try to push play again because he was getting clear.
Okay.
They have no bearing for what happens to them. Basically, they're in constant fight or flight mode, and they're not human anymore.
Yeah, that's clear.
We back it up just a little bit.
For us, it has a limited view of reality. It's because you were put there with a belt. And Morpheus tells him, you were put here. What if I told you were put here with wool pulled over your eyes? And when you dream, is that really just dreaming? I'm telling you about the metaphysical, telling you about what's going to remove the veil. I can only show you the door. You have to open it yourself. And he goes to the door. He says, I told you I can only show you. You have to open it yourself. Neo reaches the door. They're right there waiting on him. He goes in to see the metaphysical, third and final part of their Trinity, which is the Oracle. The female, because it gives life and it's creation, Gaia, all that.
I bet it's his video.
Will come under the guise of a new Gnostic team. All intertwined. Every religion is trying to explain the same thing, trying to a primitive attempt to express the same adoration for the same creator. It transcends all languages, transcends all cultures, transcends all scriptures, and that the truth is, in fact, this is the actual, creator. And the creating source, there's only one thing we know that can create, and that is female. They will invert the Trinity, and you should ask yourself, why are they so obsessed with fairy tales? And this is just a fairy tale. And of course, this is why the main producers actually turn transgender mutation once. You must transcend all duality, good, bad, male, female, all of it. Alchemy of oneself, transmutation, so that you reach the light. This is what makes the book really special. But we're going to continue on. Now you know the Matrix. If you want to watch the rest of it, I decoded it. I think it's on this. Now. We have the Hunger Games, where all the rich people get together and they board all the poor people.
Yeah, I think it's his video,
and they make them
Patrick.
kill each other. This is what's telling you about the world.
What's that?
Mark.
I think it's his video.
System full implementation, post third and final world order, where they're trying to.
It's coming in clear to me though.
Believers.
So it's still cracking up.
And tell me they're not
No, it's clear again.
Legend. It tells you all about what happens. It tells you that they tried to cure cancer, quote unquote, which may be the sales pitch that they permanently cure ailments. Every single movie, guys. Let me come back here so you fully understand the context of this. Every single major movie, certainly you see reoccurring actors. Will Smith, go look at all the movies he's been in. Leonardo DiCaprio, go watch all the movies he's been in. They pick very common characters to keep putting in these big, very important movies. Build emotional attachment after over the course of your life watching them, and so therefore you'll be more subject to being deceived by your heart, of course, not synonymous with an emotional reaction, which we're told are the most acceptable above all things. I love this, so he's just acting. Okay, so all of this is to so that you understand even the subconscious of women, like exactly how it's going to be, and so it's going to be triggered in your subconscious where it actually is consciously interpreted that you expect this to happen. You will not even fully understand why. This is very meticulous wizardry. And they've done this for decades. And there's a prominence of themes through this where it's preparing for the end. So follow with me and think about exactly what it is they're telling you the end to be like. Look around right now and then maybe consider getting right. That's kind of just think about exactly how this all applies to predict you for what happens when they roll the system out. And just so you know, just because you know the Earth is flat does not mean that you see through the Great Deception. That's not what it says. I Am Legend, they give this cure, quote unquote, it turns all these people into these zombies. Right? So that's what happens. They all turn into these crazy things. You find out it's actually the vaccine, the medicine that made everyone get sick. Basically the mark that made them not human anymore, right? And there's only a handful left in the destroyed world. They don't have any consciousness or recollection of anything, and they're just coming to try to kill you. It paints them out to be good guys. Because again, this is for the adversary, sympathy for the devil, which is a famous album by the Rolling Stones.
It's
sympathy
in and out.
for the devil. Okay, that's what this is all about. Have sympathy for these guys, even though they're trying to attack you, they're crazy, they're not human anymore, and they've been genetically altered by pharmakia. Trust them or feel bad for them. Feel bad for those that change. They're showing you you're going to be Will Smith, basically, if you're a believer. You don't have to understand this. You don't have to accept it. But this stream's about to put a lot of puzzle pieces together for you, whether you want to accept it or not. Okay, so we have World War Z, another not particularly famous movie, paid millions of dollars. The script, Tim and Rio had this bidding war for it, at least as the mainstream story, so that you.
Okay, well, I don't know. You guys, it's all different. Some people are having lagging and static, some no choppy and static, and I'm hearing it clearly. So there's so many different reactions to what you guys are hearing. Maybe this guy's dropping a lot of truth, but why don't you guys just go to his? You should be able to just go to his site. I will try to I'll drop a link in there, and you guys can just go to his site if you want to. I don't know where Rick went. Rick, where did you go? So I don't know. Some of the stuff I agree on, but I think I wish we could talk the whole thing, because I think he drops a lot of truth bombs in that video right there that he did.
So tell us though, since you heard it, tell us what truth you got out of it and what how you can reference what you got.
Well, that's the thing, is I wanted to go through it with you guys, because there's certain, I can't think of this stuff right off. I have to hear the subject, because he goes through so many different ones.
Gotcha.
We'd have to hit the subject as we go through it. I don't know why the sound would be. I don't know why the sound would be, but I'm not doing anything different than what I do when I show any other video. We'll do Mandela Miles stuck on Meatloaf. Now she's Meatloaf songs. I wonder if I could see how a different video. You guys, maybe it's my computer. Maybe it's just running too slow, because it did take a little while for this stuff going on here. Let's see if we can hear a different video, if that would be any different. We'll try to bring Tommy.
See where it says experience interruptions, find out why. I wonder if your Wi-Fi is laggy.
Find out why. Yeah, it's not. I can't even click on that damn thing. Find out why. Oh, it went away. Damn. What do you think it would tell me?
It would tell you your Wi-Fi's lagging. Yeah, because that's a long time to load.
Oh, no.
You got, but yeah, you still got StreamYard,
Yeah.
so show a video, but you can still talk to your people. And you have some really great people here, have you?
Yeah. So we'll do that.
Have you?
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said. You cut up. There. Fuck it. No, now, is that my internet service or is that my computer?
It could be the Wi-Fi itself. You might be far away from the closest repeater.
You mean my router?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that far from the damn thing. If you're talking about going through walls, I'm probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 12 feet away.
Oh, that's not too far. Unless their signal's weak, it's hard to say.
Yeah. You know,
So,
what do you think about that 3-foot distancing now? Well, it's okay for some people to be 3-foot distancing, but we want the little kids to do the 12 feet distancing or the 6 feet distancing.
can I honestly tell you what I think of it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a mind screw, just like all the rest of it.
Yeah, it's just so funny how people can't catch on to that. Why? Then nobody asks questions. Nobody asks questions.
And nobody sits down and does a check-in on their own that's not on a website they already know. I was reading where they can measure the electromagnetic energy from your heart at about 6 feet for most people. And so the article I read, they said, well, they're away from each other so we can be mind screwed into submission. And when they're starting to test drugs on kids and put masks on children and make children stay far apart, I mean, we're deep into a serious problem, and anything that comes out of their mouth should be null and void at this point.
By having a 6 feet distancing, we're not only feeling each other's chakras or whatever.
Right.
We don't talk to one another, so the people are going to be more apt to go along with what the system's telling them because they don't have any friends or anybody that has a different opinion or thought and may register with them. You know, now they're not even have a chance. Yeah.
And a man or a woman can pick up the pheromones of the opposite sex from further than 6 feet? Probably not.
Yeah.
How many people didn't get laid last year because of this nonsense? How many babies were not made? I mean, the more I look at this, and I'm not very reactionary, but the more I look at it, it does appear complete and total depopulation agenda on all levels. Kill the old people, sterilize the young people, keep everybody away from each other. Agenda 2030, Agenda 2021. Yeah, that's what it seems to be.
Yeah. I never thought it would be possible. Wow.
Well, yeah, but we've been talking about it forever, right?
Right. But I never thought it would really be possible, to fool the whole world. Wow.
I hope more babies are made smarter.
So I guess Rick's having technical difficulties. He thought he had that thing cleared up, but I guess he doesn't know. Smurfer girl, you want to come in? Bolt gun. Anybody is welcome to come in. I know that you don't like the. I'm giving you my one-on-one full attention.
Dude, I like it on your show. Yes, you are. I like it on your show. Hell,
You know, I watch your show, even though if I'm not in the chat, I may be doing something, but I do listen and watch your show, and I know how you get so aggravated when somebody else wants to come in, and you're like, got somebody already in there, and they're like, "Oh, why don't you bring them in?" And you're like, "Well, I want to
Nope.
talk to you.
that's
I want
right.
to
We're
talk
just
to
talking.
you." But I get.
And, you
I
know,
mean, I get that.
everybody's
just-
different, buddy. Everybody's different.
Yeah, I like
You
to
have
have.
You have great streams when you have 6 people on.
I think, yeah, because there's a lot of creativity coming out of 6 different people, and you can get. I think you can get a lot of information, good information that way.
I agree.
And
Totally agree.
yeah, and the people. I mean, and then you have 6 people who are agreeing to something, and people who come along that are not used to uh, listening, but listening to my stream, but they're looking for the information that we're talking about. They're interested in the information. So you have 6 different views, but a lot of them are, even though they're different views, they still come together with one view, one solid answer to the question that these people may be looking for.
Can I tell you a
Yeah.
secret just between you and I?
Yeah.
Nobody else is listening, so it's just between you and I. My anxiety level, if I had 6 people on that panel, would be like off the charts.
Really?
I'd want to make sure everybody had a say. I'd want to make sure everybody was heard. I would feel like I had to corral everybody, and it would just set me over the top. And it's not because I want to control everything, but I don't want anybody to feel slighted, or I don't want somebody on there to not be heard, and then they're just sitting there listening, and they have something to say and they can't get it out, because not all of our personalities are equal. Some people are shy, some people are demonstrative. You
Some
and I just
people want to
jump
take
in
over
and
the
go
whole
for it.
stream. Some people have to be center of attention, and they have to take over the whole stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
I totally get it.
so my anxiety level would just go way up if I had. It's hard for me when I'm on there, and on a couple of rare occasions I've had 3 people because somebody wanted to talk to somebody else, or I had Smurfer as a co-host. That's fine with 3 people. I'm fine with that. But if I had 4 on there, I would just be like so tense inside. I think my pucker would just, so that's
Yeah.
why I do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, but pretty much everybody knows by now that if you're coming on my show and you want to say something, you need to just talk. But most of the people will be quiet and let you talk on my stream. But I have had a few people on that don't let anybody get a word in edgewise, and yeah, and I do feel bad when I have to step in,
Right.
and I do have to control it. I do at that point. I don't like to do that. I like to everybody feel comfortable and say what you want to say, but you need to let the other person talk. And there's a few times I've had to step in, but yeah, I don't like that part, but it comes with
Comes with streaming.
yeah. And like I said, everybody that comes on my stream knows that if you really want to get something out there, you just have to say it, and you can't be shy when you come on my show. That's for sure.
For sure. And, from my experience of seeing it many, many ways, there's no wrong way to do this. Spend your time. You're willing to sit here in the middle of the night, spend your time when you could be sleeping with people who are spending their time with us and they could be sleeping too. I mean, there's no wrong way to do this. We're just kind of
I didn't. When I took a little nap, and I woke up at 11 o'clock, and I thought, "Fuck, I was going to go on at 10 or 10:30." And I'm like, sitting here debating whether to go on, and the time's going away. It was like 11:33 at this point, and I'm like, it's already this late. I really don't think anybody's going to be up. So, and then I was like, you know what? This crew is always up. So I'm going to stream because I know you guys are going to be there.
Nice.
Wakey, wakey. Get your coffee.
Did you have a good nap?
Yeah, it was a good, I got it about an hour and a half or so.
So tell me this, did you
Oh, yeah, about 3 hours, actually. What?
Did you have a dreams?
I don't remember all my dreams all the time. I don't remember any dreaming this time.
Gotcha. All right. Just curious. Dreams are something that fascinates me beyond what I could even talk about.
Oh, I mean, I've had dreams in the, maybe a couple of days ago or a week ago, and I'm actually trying to think about. I did talk about them on my stream. I think I did. I know that I had a couple that were really freaking me out, but now I don't. I know I was freaked out. I just don't remember what they are now.
It might be for the best.
I wrote it down somewhere. It might be for the best.
Yeah, it might be for the better if you can't remember when they bother
Well,
you.
I will tell you that a long time ago, I had this going through my head. Listen to this. I found this the other day when I was putting something in my notes, like on my notes on my phone, I put like passwords and stuff like that so I don't remember it. And so this is 11020. Oh, they're all 11020. Okay. I was hoping it would have the first. So I don't know where in line I wrote a bunch of shit down. So I don't know in what order it goes. Because I was not smart enough to do that, I guess. Interference running as you're trying to concentrate on something like static interference. If you can't concentrate, stop and listen for that interference. I bet you hear it, then you can get rid of it, and then you're able to get that information. So, what the fuck am I talking about?
No, that's huge right there. It's when you're like when you're looking at a picture, or not a picture, but you're looking at a situation.
Yeah.
You're looking for what's.
You cut out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I back?
You're looking for. That's when you cut out.
Okay, so you're looking for what's not there. So my job, I'm a security director, and we have 50,000 people for a weekend every year in Colorado, and we have 10,000 for 4th of July. And anytime I'm in a situation where it says they got cracked, they got this, or they got that, or he stole this, or whatever, I listen to their story, but I'm looking for what I'm not seeing, right?
Yeah.
So if what you just said about the frequency, you're listening for what you're not hearing, and I think that's a very important thing.
Yeah, you're right. That does make sense. Okay, here's another part of it. What if we are from the future and life expectancies is around 400 years? That's why we think we don't die, and we are starting to change. Our bodies are getting younger a little bit just to catch up because we were just jolted into this new timeline. So our anatomy is changing, our earth is changing, and logos and so on. And we are now awake to this, but others who don't see it is because they're not awake yet, and they may never wake up. Questions, questions. What if something happened in the future that blew up the planet, and we had that technology to transfer our consciousnesses back to a time and place we were safe?
If that's the case,
Hmm.
I would say very cool.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Propagate this light is here. How you doing, Propagate?
I heard that. You almost
So
I
we're
know
just
I did. I ruined everybody, didn't I? Propagate this light.
we're just going through what dreams I had, what I was thinking about, another theory about what could be going on. Did you hear that, Propagate?
you cut out
Okay.
at the end for me. Can you repeat the end part? Did I hear about what?
Did did you hear
And
what
hi, by
I
the way.
just
Yep.
read? Did you hear what I just read?
I didn't hear all of it. I was just logging in at the time. Is it
Oh,
about
okay.
consciousness?
Yeah, yeah. What did you think, Elgo? You think they could be a possibility? I'll reread it. Propagate this life and life expectancies is around 400 years. That's why we think we don't die, and we are starting to change. Our bodies are getting younger and a little bit just to catch up, because we were just jolted into this timeline. So our anatomy is changing, our earth is changing, and logos and so on. And we are now awake to this, but others who don't see it is because they're not awake yet, and they may never wake up. What if something happened in the future that blew up the planet, and we had the technology to transfer our consciousnesses back to a time and a place we were safe? So it's like, it almost seems like we all arrived in here in 2016, around there. 2015, 2016, 2017, within them years. Doesn't it seem that way?
Yeah, I could attest to 2016 is when I first came on to this whole thing. But when you say that
Yeah,
arrived
me
here,
too.
right? When you say that arrived here at the end of the paragraph, there it said arrived in a place where we feel safe. So do we feel safe here?
Compared to
Well,
the Earth blowing up, yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's what compared to the you completely dying when the earth blows up. Yeah, I mean,
Can I
well,
tell you guys a story?
yeah, sure.
So Malia and I were lucky enough to have an interview with an author named Walter Bosley. And he wrote a whole bunch of nonfiction books, which I had no idea about. I only knew about his fiction work. And his father was with the government. He was with the government. He was CIA, or yeah, CIA. His dad was upper level military. And at one point, his dad was said to have gone to Roswell. But from our conversation, Walter believes he was MK Ultra'd into not knowing what he really did, so they made up the fake alien story. Well, fast forward to Walter's life, and this is on my channel, it's on her channel. People can go back and look. pardon me, he actually said, I believe I traveled through time in my consciousness from the age of 61 when I was going to die until 16 when I walked downstairs and I looked at my family and I didn't recognize them. I didn't recognize myself. And he's a super interesting guy. So the reason I brought that up was if our future selves knew the earth was going to blow up and we had the technology to transmute ourselves backward place in 2015 or 2016, it's very possible our consciousness wouldn't recognize Chick-fil-A. We wouldn't recognize the Berenstain Bears. We wouldn't recognize If You Build It, They Will Come. So it just kind of struck me that he told me and Malia that story. And I heard this tonight. I'm just like, well, Patrick, you could be onto something there.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I had this I think I wrote this about a year ago. So I'm not the only one that's had that kind of thought line then, right?
No, not even close. Yeah.
That's
And-
interesting. That really is interesting.
Did you ever listen to Steve Martin when he did comedy before he was on
Yeah.
television?
Yeah.
So he had an album called Let's Get Small, and it was probably 1974 or 75. And somewhere in his stand-up bit, he's like, so you guys don't remember when the earth blew up? And the government told us not to tell the stupider people? And we all got on this giant space ark?
What?
Not kidding you.
What show or what?
It's
was
a
a
Steve Martin stand-up bit.
Yeah, I remember the album, 1975.
Let's Get Small.
And here I found the
Right, Let's Get Small.
this must be the rest of. Let me read the rest of what I wrote. This is the end of it. We were dreaming before, and now we're in the real world, where the real world time goes faster. Dream state goes slower. 5 minutes in the real world, it is compared to an hour in the dream state. I got that from a movie. There's a movie that I got that from.
Inception?
So that part was actually me dreaming of a movie I watched earlier that night. Because I remember there's a movie that you can go into a dream within a dream, and then they explain this dream thing goes slower, or the dream state goes faster, and the real world goes slower. Real world time goes faster. So if we're in the real world right now, that goes faster. We fall asleep, we're in a dream state. Or could we be in a dream state right now, and when we fall asleep, we're in the real world? Interesting.
I have a question. Wouldn't the dream state be a real world, or is that just all just false and not real?
No, right. No, you're right. But I was just putting a little extra on that question and turning it around.
Yes.
Could
Okay.
I was an Egyptian goddess. Now Miles says, yeah, I remember you talking about that before. Enoch
What do you
may
think?
have been.
Patrick Preliminal. What do you think?
I'll be right back, guys.
Well, if we're in a physical dream, everything doesn't change or morph like the way it does when we're sleeping, then our spirit must be asleep. You know, outside, I mean, our spirit mind and our human mind are different. So when everything looks familiar when we pass on, then that tells me that that's when we're really awake, is in the spirit world. And when we return to our true form, remember that stuff. You know, I mean, to me, life didn't begin here. This, you know, as a human, I think anyone who thinks that has some studying to do. I noticed a weird Mandela change. I don't mean to change the subject, but do you any of you guys remember the Secure Team channel?
Yeah, Secure Team 10.
Well, the guy is back on again after he was in the hospital with a real bad case of pancreatitis.
Tyler.
And
yeah.
he died twice while he was in the hospital. He was in the hospital for a real long time.
Like 6 months, yeah.
Yeah. And I looked, so I looked at all his early, because he put up his old videos like from 2010 and 2014. They all have different introductions now, different music, and different material. I mean, I remember like because I remember binge watching through in chronological order all his UFO videos, and ones that I remember really well are gone. So maybe he just didn't put those up. But the thing is, the intros are not the same, and the music isn't the same. And if any of you were watching his channel, you know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you'll see what I mean. In the first 2 years, like 2013, 2014, I haven't gone through the 2015 yet. Those are different too. But to me, that's a Mandela effect. Is his channel. And
Does he still have a list?
He did one video about Mandela effect, and I haven't noticed if that's still there or not. Sorry, go ahead.
Prelim,
what were you saying?
No, does he still have a lisp?
Yeah, all his old videos are on the Secure Team channel, or that's what he said. I don't know. To me, it seems like there's at least a few missing. But the thing is that they don't have the same. You know, they have the same date. Like it'll say, you know, January 13, but then it's just not the same format. So I just thought, wow, that's so weird. I gotta, see what everybody else says.
That is kind of weird. I don't know what to say about that. So
I could say
go ahead.
I could say one thing. There are two Pats.
Can I tell you something, Propagate, that I figured out when I went to go use the men's room? My communitarian no, it's not like that. My communitarian tried to drill into my head, expected my mind to say propagate the light, because the light would be, and this light, propagate your light, is more appropriate by times 10. But the default setting that I was brainwashed into trying to think about was propagate the light. And I don't know how often you hear that or if people say that, but hopefully they're just better than me. But I wondered if it wasn't because everything outside of us expects us to be a communitarian, communist, socialist, whatever kind of situation. In reality, we should be individuals on every level all the time. and propagate this light is far more appropriate. So, it's for when I've said that wrong. But I just wonder what you thought about that.
Oh, that's pretty nice. I appreciate that. That's a good thought. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I agree. Propagate this light. It means to propagate, the light that's within.
I think it could be either one. You could say propagate the light, meaning the light from God, or propagate this light would be more specific.
I've actually called him that a couple times.
Is generating of the light.
Propagate the light.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Mandela Mile, propagate your light. The light for me too. See, a lot of people have said that they see me as the light, and that is so weird to me.
Yeah, and that's where I think it's that mental conditioning from the outside society. I truly do. I really had to take a stop, and I'm like, why would you ever call it other than that? It doesn't say the light. So it's not the light from God, it's the light of the community that you're supposed to propagate. And that's not what he's saying. He's saying he has light he's going to propagate to us. And that to me is far more admirable. And so that's why I wanted to cover it that way.
Right. Nice. I like that.
Is that your intent of the name?
Yeah. Initially it's more like when I'm online, social media like Twitter or something, my handle will probably, let's say, propagate this light, or here on YouTube, it will be my name, and so I do a lot of promotion, so it'll be my name and whatever I'm promoting next to it. So it's a propagate this light, and of course that will come from me. But like I said too, that if I notice a light within you that's positive, I try to get that out there as well. And so when you read it, it'll say propagate this light, and then you'll have whatever link or whatever have you.
Gotcha.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, propagate this light / Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to explain that on any other streams before propagate?
No.
Sorry.
Welcome to my stream.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, a pre might have to borrow the CE in your
That's
name,
fine.
Patrick.
I actually thought about it before Algo.
Oh, did you? Yeah, me too. Because the last time we were together, I'm like, why can't I say that right? There's got to be something else to this. So good on you.
Yeah. So let's go back to the subject we're on.
Are you eating something?
When the Earth blew up? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the Earth blew up. So are we... Sorry, I'm trying to get this chip down.
You said you're eating
Are
chips?
we... What? What did you say?
You saw the Earth blow up in a dream?
No. I just was going over some of my dream, what I can remember out of a dream, and writing it down. About a year. This is stuff I wrote about a year ago. So I'm not eating ice cream.
Or you have
I'm not eating a candy bar
nachos?
either. I'm just eating damn chips.
No, nothing about ice cream.
I can't get
all
the
scream
chip.
for ice cream.
No.
Smurfer girls and
We said that when I was in Cub Scouts or Weeblos. You blow, I blow, we all blow. That's a sick fucking thing we said.
Dude, especially when you consider how the Boy Scouts have been perpetrated on. That's a horrible thing.
Yeah, well, this was before all that shit came out. I mean,
I'm sure it was all happen.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure it was. I was 50, or I mean, I'm 52 now. So I was, all the way up to my 15, I was in the Boy Scouts from, I don't know, I started in age 7 or 8. And I remember going through Weeblos, and that's what our little thing was, is you blow, I blow, we all blow, or yeah, something like
For
that.
we belows.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's the ice cream one too. I don't
Ice cream,
remember.
you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Yeah, that's the old grade school singing for ice cream. Yeah.
I
But
think
you
part
blow, I blow, we all blow. Oh
for
my
we
god.
belows. I think part of what I quit Cub Scouts at 7
Yeah.
because I didn't want to be told what to do. I had to hold my hand in a certain way and I had to wear a certain thing. And I'm like, Mom, I got to quit this. These people want to boss me around all the time. And she's like, well, you can't quit. I just bought the uniform. I said, I'm not going. And so anyway, side note.
Did you guys make those cars that had to be a certain weight?
Yeah, the race cars.
And then, you'd race them down a track.
Yeah.
I remember that. I think it was 3rd grade. And,
Yeah, we did a lot of
Boy Scouts or something.
Pinewood Derby. Pinewood Derby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. That's
I quit before that, so I didn't have to endure that nonsense.
Oh, you quit right away.
I quit like 3 weeks after she put me in it.
Oh, okay.
I said, this thing's horrible. They want you to stand up and say a thing, and you got to wear this thing, and you got to salute this thing. I said, I can't do it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't stay long at all. I quit shortly after the wood car race.
I did for quite a few years, and
you probably did it for like 12, buddy.
But you learned a lot. What?
You probably did it for like a dozen years if you got to Webelos.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, my AFX slot car track was so much faster than those stupid Pinewood Derby cars. All I had to do was plug the electricity into the wall and put my plastic together, and I had these little cars, and I could run them at full speed, and they'd crash. Yeah, I was way happier being solo. But that could be a personality.
I mean, I like the group of. I like things with a lot of people and an organization. I just didn't like. I didn't like the uniform, and I didn't like. I wasn't a big fan of the outdoors. And a lot of things. It was about like going to these forest sites, things like that.
I love camping and all that stuff.
I wasn't into that.
Yeah, I was. I loved it.
Hey Pat, did we distract you? Because we don't want to talk about the Earth blowing up. We're the one. We're the ones that put you in the simulation, Pat. I'm just joking.
Was that where I am in simulation?
I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I think we're probably in a simulation, because of the experience that I told you about recently. The whole pod thing, like you were telling me earlier about the whole pod. So maybe the Earth did.
You could be a simulation because I've never seen you.
Exactly. But I'm on my end, behind my icon. I'm trying to figure things out myself. Behind the icon, yeah. But I don't know if I really believe that the Earth blew up or something like that.
Another thing I heard. No.
It was from his dreams.
Right, that's what I'm
saying.
Yeah,
I didn't actually see the Earth blowing up. It was like it was more or less a speech or something I was given about history, and that was in the history. My history in my dream. So this is why it was explaining what had happened to us. So it's just a theory, obviously.
Hmm.
Um,
Some would say UFOs have something to do with it too.
but
Um,
Elgo had mentioned that one of his friends on another live stream had mentioned something similar to what I was thinking. So could the world simulation could we have been already in a simulation and that blew up and now they had to switch us to another look-alike world that's been glitching out. It's not perfect, and
Just like
so
Skype.
we're in a glitched out world right now.
Yeah,
And
every
so-
time they update Skype, it gets worse.
glitchy.
Yeah. I mean, the phones aren't having it. Even the cell phones are having a hard time. You can't tell me that these towers that they keep putting up are supposed to make our phones faster and better. They're getting worse also. At least mine is.
Everybody says.
Well, let me
So,
know. He keeps shifting over
This
there.
world is falling wherever we are, or whatever. It's falling apart quick. It's
Lemon-miminal.
to me, it feels like it's collapsing in on itself.
Pretty sure
What would
shit
things-
appears to be.
I don't feel done yet. I want this life to keep going for another 20 years. You know, in good health.
Well, you don't get to choose that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying.
What do you think this is? Your reality?
I know. I gotta
You're
have my
in my
lineage. You know what I'm
reality.
saying?
but I'm saying I don't feel I feel like I have so much yet to learn and accomplish here, and I'm not and I'm kind of behind. Like I need to catch up with everything I'm supposed to have learned.
Holy shit! I was in Walmart
Yeah.
yesterday. Listen to this. I was going. You know how they have them posters hanging up? I'm sorry, Prelim. I'll let you speak in a second. But you know how they have them posters hanging up of like a beautiful girl or bands or something, and you kind of go through them. Well, this poster had the world, the flat Earth, or whatever you want to call it. It had a photo of the whole world, the atlas, really huge, and holy fuck is that we're Africa is just falling to pieces. Africa used to be
Oh,
all
yeah.
over there.
They
It's
had,
all falling to pieces. There's like it looks like little jigsaw puzzle.
I know. And just all the wars going. And I don't think this is what you were talking about, but all the tribal wars going on in Africa, you never see on the commercial news. And the huge fires they had, like a bigger fire than the California or the Brazil fire, and that wasn't even covered. It was like the whole midsection of Africa totally burned.
And I'm talking about how the geographic, the Earth is moved apart from Africa. Little pieces of Africa are broken off. They're fucking not even part of. I mean,
What?
Do you guys see that? When's the last time you guys seen an atlas?
Oh,
Go look at a nice big atlas.
Okay. I know parts that are different. Like Ethiopia is not in the same place. For me,
No, the whole top part of Africa is broken. They're broken in little pieces.
wow.
They look like little islands that are.
I gotta check that out.
It looks so fucking weird, and I mean the whole atlas just looks like it's falling apart from each other. The United States looks small as hell. It looks so small. No,
Yeah.
it looks like all these other countries. Like it looks like
Looks like the
Mexico
planet.
is starting to take over America.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks bad. I don't even recognize, not even close do I recognize our atlas anymore. You guys got to see an atlas. You guys have to go.
I look at it all the time. I was looking at it yesterday, and the new video by Dale DeFay talks about.
I never realized it
changes.
until you get the flat version of it. You know, you can take a look at the atlas on the computer. It doesn't know justice. You have to take the flat version of it where it's all spread out. You can't look at it in a round ball. You know, I'm sure it's still broken like it is in the round ball, but you have to really look at the flat version and see it. It's incredible. Go ahead, Freeland. Sorry. Oh, go.
Surfer just said Egypt is its own country now.
Yeah, it sure looks that way.
Oh my God!
It sure looks that way.
What?
Egypt and Saudi Arabia totally. You remember the old Saudi Arabia? Where it was? It's oh my God! It's huge now. It took up the whole. It like that whole area that was Egypt is now. You have to look at it. To me, it looks all wrong.
Okay, so here, did they rewrite this after the Gulf War, like they rewrote Germany and stuff after World War I, or is it a Mandela effect? Is it a political map redrawing that they didn't tell us about?
No,
just like they didn't tell the people back then.
It's a Mandela effect. It's like a whole different world.
Yeah, I think it's a Mandela effect.
It's a different history.
Interesting.
They say that we're on a different planet, a different version of Earth.
Yeah, because we're on a different arm in the Milky Way galaxy. Apparently, used to be on Sagittarius. Now we're sitting over here in Orion, getting mind fucked.
Right, and I don't think this is just another Earth. I think it's a simulated version of the true Earth. If that makes sense.
Oh, it totally does.
Well, you guys ever listen to Dale DeFay?
Who's that?
He just put out a new one today. It's a good one. It's hard to get through sometimes because he's very wordy. Yeah, really interesting because he finds
talks about the different Earths. Like he thinks that we're actually moving from Earth to Earth. Like there's like hundreds of thousands of Earths. Dale DeFay.
Yeah, Dale DeFay. I'll have to check it out. I've never heard of that person.
Oh, really? Wow.
He's been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
He's very long. He's kind of like a professor. He gets.
Okay, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Okay. That's what my girl told me last night. I'm just joking. Anyhow, all right, so yeah. So we're moving from Earth to Earth, okay? So let me stick with that for a second. So what do y'all think about this? So if we're moving from Earth to Earth, what is on that Earth? Like, how are we moving there? And like, what's going on there? Are we like jumping into our bodies over there? Or how do you think that works?
I think every time we fall asleep is when it happens. I think it's every day, and even before we knew about the Mandela, like it was always going on, except never so drastic. Like the big drastic change, I think, was elevated by the CERN. That made it more. That made it more. That sent us very far from where it would usually go. Was more subtle before 2016 or whenever it started for you, and that just made it more intense, or it intensified because of all those changes that happened at the same time during that year and continued happening. And now, at least for me, at a slower pace. So it seems to be but that could pick up as soon as they start doing experiments again.
So you're talking like Dark City. Did you? If everybody saw the movie Dark City, you go to bed at night, you wake up, and the reality is different.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's when it happens. It does happen when you're awake. It happened to me on Thanksgiving 2017, and I've told this story on Pat's show before, so I won't go over it again. But I saw something change right in front of me while I was getting some ice cream at a Thanksgiving at my parents' house. And when I told them, yeah, do you want me to tell the story again?
Love to hear it because I didn't hear it last time.
Okay. I was getting the ice cream from the freezer, and I took the lid off. I put it on the counter. And while I was putting ice cream in a bowl, after I reached for the lid, and there was two lids on the counter, and they both had the same film of ice cream, like the same exact pattern, which is physically impossible. Yeah. And then I called out to my parent. I said, and my sister, and I was like, "You guys, you got to see this." And the way they responded was total. They were indifferent. They didn't understand what I was pointing it to them. It's like they both have the same film pattern. And my dad jokingly said, "Oh, Patrick, it's aliens." And and then my mom and sister laughed, and they all went back to the living room. It was like I was just like in shock, staring at it, and it didn't even occur to me until I got home that I should have took a photo.
Right.
Like, how could I have missed that? That was like the most important personal Emmy, and I didn't even take a photo. And because I was just staring at it for a long time, and I didn't even eat the ice cream. I was just like, what the hell?
How old were you?
God. So I think what happened was that was right in the middle of a shift. I had just moved, and that, because what else would explain how would I have, how would the second one just materialize right then at that moment?
If you would have taken a photo,
I know. I wish.
Well, listen, it wouldn't. It
wasn't. You're right.
It wouldn't done you any good.
It would only show one if I took a photo. Probably
people would have said that you just took another lid off
right
and put the ice cream in the same spot. You'll have your naysayers.
Right.
You know how I know?
Yeah, but no, this really happened.
You know how I know to believe you?
Yeah.
Well, one, I believe you because I've known you for a while.
Yeah. Thank you.
Secondly, and very important, how I believe you and why I believe you is because this is the stupidest Mandela effect.
I know, it's so dumb. It's like, why would I? If I was gonna make up something, I would
about an ice cream cup,
right?
So
you're right.
Yeah, I find it very fascinating at the same time.
It was crazy, and the way my parents responded was crazy, and I was so mad that I didn't take a photo.
Wow.
I was kind of mad at my parents and my sister too, because of they didn't show it, like that wasn't how they would normally respond. They would have walked up to it and looked at it. It was like I couldn't get to them, or they were taking a download or something, or in between parallels.
Well, they didn't care to see it, just like the people who don't see it don't care to get into it. It doesn't interest them at all.
No, and because when I showed them the map changes, and I showed them the Ford logo and the VW, and because at the very beginning, they listened for at least long enough to get through 10 different Mandela effects in 2016 after I got out of the hospital, and then my sister started getting mad at me. She said, this thing is driving you crazy, Pat. You have to stop. You know, you have to stop this. It's not, you're delusional. And she was saying that, and she said, please don't bring it up anymore. So I couldn't talk to them about it. And my dad at first did remember 4 people in the JFK car. And then when I showed him the video, he looked shocked at first. And like he didn't understand what he was, because he couldn't believe he was seeing 6 people and that weird thing going over the middle. And then it's like he just accepted it and thought, oh, I must have missed that somehow. He just accepted
his
it.
reality just broke down in front of him. He couldn't handle it.
No.
I'm sorry to say that about your dad, but that's what some people who see it at first, and you think you're getting through, all of a sudden they break down and they go the other way. And
I was so disappointed. I was like, oh my God, he's seeing it. And then it's like
I've had people like that too. They just can't handle it. They can't handle. They don't want to believe that.
Right.
So Prelim, got a question for you from the chat.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was on the other screen.
What happened to the extra lid?
I don't know, because I left. I mean, after a while, I was kind of mad, and I sat with them and watched TV, and I don't know what happened to the lid.
So did you throw? I mean,
I didn't throw it away. No,
you didn't throw it away. You left it on the counter.
I think I left. I put one on the ice cream and then left the other one.
Wow.
I should have. Oh, I can't believe
I would have at least picked it up and been like, yeah, I think I would have saved it myself.
Maybe, but in that moment, you're like so discombobulated.
That's
like,
the thing. I was freaked out.
I would be too.
I really was freaked out, and I wasn't thinking about thinking like, oh, I should take a photo in common sense. I was just kind of in a daze, and I left. Anyway, so that was Thanksgiving of 2017.
No.
17, okay. So 5 years ago.
Yeah.
4.5 years ago.
4.5, yeah. I'm so mad I didn't take a photo. Shoot. What the heck was I thinking? I should have took a photo.
No, but in that moment, people I was talking about this with Globebusters, and I spoke about this with a couple other channels about Kev Baker, as a matter of fact, and Karen B. It was like, well, everybody's got a video studio in their pocket right now. So how come we're not seeing foot pictures, UFO pictures? Why aren't we seeing all this stuff? And every single one of them answers that in that moment when you experience that, you don't have the peace of mind to grab your camera and start going. You're still so freaked out that you don't do that. And I said, okay, well, that could be true. And if that's true, then we need to condition ourselves to the place where the first thing we do is start recording and then have the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
But that takes mental discipline. It takes practice.
I had another experience where I didn't take a photo. This building that was never there appeared on a street I drive every day at East Washington Street. And it had these strange silver things on top of it. And it was there for like 3 months. And I kept meaning to go over there and investigate it. Like, what is this weird building? This was never here. What are those silver things on top of it? And I never took a photo. And then one day it was gone. The building was just gone one day, like October, same year, 2017. It was gone, and it was just a parking lot and some trees where the building was. And I still look look at that space in case it ever comes back whenever I drive past it. Hey, Matt Pyman.
Welcome,
Hey, good
Matt
to see you all.
Pyman. And
It's raining bats and frogs.
I'm trying to get a girl in here. Come on, you got Smurfer girls in here. We have Malia's in here. Brenda Mitchell's in here, and none of them want to come on. We need a woman in here. David,
Dude,
how's it going, man? You're more than welcome to come in too.
All the good conversations that were going on. That was interesting.
You gotta dress like a woman, though, David.
Are you getting flooded out? Are you getting flooded out down there, Mad Pyman?
Nah, mate, no. The really heavy rain was around Sydney. I'm in Melbourne, so yeah, we're just getting the edge of it. But,
Okay.
Yeah, they had some bizarre weather, man. They had 3 feet of rain in a night, over the weekend, like over 2 days, man. But, crazy. But it was exactly the same type of weather patterns that they were having over there in America, you know. Everyone was getting snow and severe snowing and storms and tornadoes. And so, yeah, it's totally engineered weather. It's crazy. You can see it on the weather maps, you know, the weather radar channels that you can check it out on. You know, you can see all the square lines and weird shapes and all the winds going in different directions at the same time. You know, huge. Yeah, they all got flooded out. You know, one of their dams up there overflowed and just flooded everybody out. Houses were floating away.
Oh my.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
So, of everybody on the panel, do we think weather warfare is a real thing?
I think the DEW weapons are satellite laser technology. I don't know who's using them, or I don't understand their motive.
They want to move us all out of the country areas, and they want to push us all into the cities. That's the start of it. But they basically want to move us all off of the land, and control us and keep us living in fear. And it's also to promote the climate change agenda, which is a big part of Agenda 2030. You know, it's all part of the same program. But you got climate change protests going on around the world.
But when you say,
now, you know? So,
is there a way to know who they are? Like, are they so hidden from all
the technology's been released? It's all free, easy to access information. It's all government patents about weather warfare, using weather as a weapon. Agenda 21. They've got, they've had technology since World War II. How to create storms and flood people out.
Doesn't it seem like the government doesn't even know who's?
They know, mate. They know, all right. But that's because they're not really in charge. It's just a puppet show, you know. They're controlled by other people. They just operate the facade. They're the puppets on the strings, mate. You know? It's all military and high tech and major corporations that run the world, and the evil scumbag secrets of society behind all of that. You know, it's a spider web, mate. A spider web of evil. We all know about that.
But is it a UFO, Singe Man, or is it our technology that we have? What is that noise in the background? It sounds
That's
like
my bird, man. I won't shut up. Sorry. I might have to mute.
Sounds like we're in a spooky show.
Or in a bird sanctuary. I think the birds are good, man.
No, I didn't know it was a bird. It sounded like like a fence, squeaky fence.
Oh,
You don't have to mute yourself. It's not that bad.
I think Propagate wanted to talk more.
Does my Eddie. I'll listen for a little while.
If
propagate bounce. You're good, Mad Pieman. Go for it. He might.
Okay.
Yeah, he might have just dropped it. Come back, Propagate.
Yeah, he's
He's having a break.
His audio, Propagate's audio was too low that when he tried to talk, I'm sure
Really?
I couldn't hear him. I don't know, but come back on, Prop. Malene, I'm hurting and uncomfortable tonight. Been crying. Whoa, shit. Been crying and praying all day, so not really in the mood. Sorry. Oh, that's okay, Malene. Sorry. I'm sorry that you're crying and stuff.
You know, she also said she likes listening. Y'all lift the spirits, so we'll just keep trying to lift them up, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Maybe that bird will help.
I'll try and entertain him. I'll do what I can.
There you go. He's going to do a pole dance for us.
Pull on the bird's tail. Say, Polly, want a cracker? I see Voynich is here. I spent 3 hours on his show.
Sweet.
I thought he was going to come on my show, but...
Well, drop him the link. He might be able to.
Oh, I did. I dropped it many times.
Okay.
He's being stuck
up. I had to talk to him. He's agreed to shut up for a couple of minutes. We'll see how long it lasts.
You asked him to shut up? Did he shut up for you?
Yeah, at the moment.
Well, yeah, you can't hear him, can you, Patrick?
No, I thought he shut the door.
Now, those Aussies have a way with animals in a way that we don't.
Supposed to be a little bird had a word in my ear. I'm not meant to have a word in the ear of a little birdie.
Voynich says he's slowly waking up.
Well, there you go.
By the time you wake up, man, I'm gonna be gone. Drop the pad. Okay, all right. Here you go, Dave. So, guys, are we in a simulation?
I think the system is. I think the system is a complete simulation. The system, the stage show that. Yeah, the stage show that. I just think the stage show that's presented to us is a simulation. There's nothing real about it at all. Nothing real about it.
Mm-hmm.
You go, probably.
I'd like to think that we're not, but the arrows it seems like that we are. So I'm not happy about it unless if it's for.
We don't have to be a part of it. We're just playing a game, maybe.
Yeah.
Or these bodies are part of the Matrix, but we're not.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think we will ultimately be in, back in real reality. I wish I could explain it better. And this, I like the purgatory theory. That does kind of make sense because I know this could be an extension. If we die.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather give it as a purgatory than a simulation, but the purgatory could be a simulation too. I kind of want
Have
to
you
just
guys?
live the rest of my life as normal as possible. I don't like that word normal, but as without letting it bother me. I don't want it to, I don't want to have anxiety
It's
and
getting harder and harder, man. Yeah.
just get on with like some kind of enjoyable life.
They've stolen your joy over the last year, man. That's definitely happened, you know. The people that say they aren't affected and they're living their life as normal as they can by living vicariously through either their hobbies or their sport addiction or whatever it is, you know, that they think makes them happy. But at the same time, they're really only being distracted from what's really happening around them. You know, they're not facing up to the reality of the world. So,
what if the sky and everything is a green screen?
Could be future technology that.
Yeah, the sky is definitely weird, man. There's some strange things going on with the sky. Yeah. There has been for a while.
And we could be invaded by future humans that are taking advantage of time travel.
Mate,
in ways that are unthinkable.
Time's only a concept, though, man, isn't it? Really, it's an idea. It's only an idea, and it was given to us. It was generated by the system to control us and to measure our days on this earth in our physical being, you know, in our physical shell.
You ever try to
against it? Yeah.
You ever try to sit down and like you're gonna watch a movie on Netflix or something? I've sat down, I've watched a movie, and I've looked deeply into it. I cannot. I've tried to input myself back into being able to enjoy a movie and kind of put yourself back into the system a little bit. But I cannot do it. I cannot. I mean, I still try to watch it, but I can't enjoy it like I used to. And I sit and I think real deeply on the people who are still under. You can see so clearly this veil or the spell that is put over everybody, and you're like, you're in between this damn spell. It's like we don't know where we're from yet, but we're awake to the spell. We are kind of in purgatory. We're in the middle. We don't know. We see it for what it is, and we can't enjoy our life anymore. But yet, we don't know where we are or where we're going, and that's a bad place to be in because I don't feel good.
It's gonna come for everybody though, man. Even the people who can't see.
Well, eventually, I'm sure it will.
Yeah, and by the time they realise, there won't be anything we can do to help them, you know, because we've been warning them.
It's going to hit them hard.
Yeah.
We've woken up. We've woken up over time.
Yeah. We're prepared,
slowly, a little bit here, a little bit there, and everybody that's not awake, they're going to get everything all at once. What kind of mind fuck do you think that's going to do? Holy
it's already
shit.
happening, man, because I think some people, I'd say that I can't talk for everybody, man, and I'm not trying to give anybody any ideas, but you'd have to think that there'd have to be a fair percentage of people who started to snap out of the programming and realize that the world's going in a really bad direction, and it's it's dark for once they start to look into it a little bit and they start to realize what's going on. Maybe some people just haven't got the inner strength to deal with it, and they think there's no point hanging around and they just want to check out, And I think that's a big part of it too, man. Like you say, like when it really does come down hard, a lot of people won't be able to deal with it, man. They're gonna freak out. Yeah.
Say, Patrick, can I give you a heads up on the movies?
Yeah.
Don't watch anything before, or don't watch anything after 1999. Go back and watch old movies from the 70s and 80s, even if you've seen them before, and you won't have that same experience.
Yeah.
I can almost promise you. Yeah, I can almost promise you. Yeah. There's a channel I watch. It's called The Plain Truth. And Saturday nights, they do a movie night, and then they go over to this other channel called FoxyTube. And they played a movie from like 1994 that had Corey Haim in it. And it was this total monster movie. But I got caught up in the story.
Boys?
No, damn, I can't remember the name of it. But there was a GM creature that was chasing a genetically modified dog, and it was an old Dean Koontz book. And they made like 3 of them. And
I've read some of his.
Oh, it was called Watchers. It was called The Watchers. Thank you, Smurfer. It was called The Watchers. Watching this movie, and I didn't have the same experience that you were talking about, Patrick, because if I watch a movie from 05 or 08 or even now, I can just look at it and I'm like, that's complete bullshit. Yeah. That's just nonsense. It's bullshit. That's CGI fire. That's CGI acting. That's all this stuff.
Right.
So if you go back and watch stuff from before we shifted, which I would say was 99, but if you go back and watch that stuff, you're going to have a much better movie experience.
I'll definitely try that.
Have you ever noticed
80s movies? So yeah.
In any old movie, the moon, the way it is now, is the way it is in all the old movies. Like whenever you see a scene, it could be from any decade.
I've noticed that they've started to put the chemtrails in the older movies.
But yeah, you won't see any residue of the old moon, at least the one where I was, the way I remember it, is gone from all history.
The old man in the moon, he's gone.
Yeah, totally gone. Well, it's still, you can still see some part of the eye, but it's just now it looks like there's like a bunch of craters all happened at once. It changed for me overnight.
Quote unquote craters.
Craters.
Or for the formation, where the shadows aren't in the same place. The nose, where the rabbit is now. That rabbit was never there. The part that looks like a rabbit.
It's like Alice in Wonderland, isn't it?
What'd you say, Algo?
Oh no, I said okay, I got it. The rabbit.
No.
There's white rabbits that are in lots of different places, aren't they? Isn't there one in the ear of George Washington, in a statue of George Washington? It's got a rabbit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that the whole side of his head is changed.
Yeah.
And there's like a cave between him and Monroe, or is it Andrew? Who's the guy next to Lincoln? Do you remember?
I just watched the show about
there's
that.
a cave. There's like a cave now, and under his jaw, between him and the president next to Lincoln,
But
And
Roosevelt?
I think it's
Roosevelt.
is it Roosevelt? Yeah. If you just look right where their shoulders were, it looks like it goes back. And I don't remember it being like that. But the side of his head is different.
Was it Roosevelt? I could have sworn it was one of his generals.
I thought it was Andrews or like one of the earlier presidents.
Andrew Jackson.
Hamilton,
Oh,
I thought.
Hamilton?
Next
Nah,
to Lincoln.
I
No?
think it's Jackson, Washington, Roosevelt, Lincoln, left to right.
Okay. All right.
I've been there I've been there like 5 times because my grandparents up in South Dakota.
Trump's head should be there soon, shouldn't it?
No. Trump's not even gonna get a Colonel Nixon did. No, this place will be long gone before they think about putting Trump on anything. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but it will be.
You don't think Trump will get a stamp?
No, hell no. This country will be over way before we even get near putting Trump on a stamp.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Are
you talking about like that sounds pretty soon to me. You mean like in a year?
No, a couple years.
I don't know times,
That's
but
under
I can look at Agenda 21 / Agenda 2030, and since they're taking down all the old statues of all the old stuff that was here, they're not putting anything new up. No way in hell. They're just going to keep tearing shit down until America had the least amount of identity. America had the least. Matt Pyman. We had less culture than Australia, literally. There's of our geography and our culture. The South has its own thing. The Midwest has its own thing. The West has its own thing. We have no common culture, and they're tearing it down faster than we can create it.
Wow.
So I would say don't be surprised if when people look at America, it's just going to be another corporation. It's going to be more like Blade Runner, or it's going to be like, what's the other one? Demolition Man. It's going to be more like Taco Bell is every single restaurant, and there is no culture. So,
yeah, well, basically that's where we're heading. Man. Just be corporations, man. There'd be no small stores anymore. They'll all be gone. Man. That's the plan.
What's up, David Wolf?
I just wanted to what's up, guys?
David.
What's up,
Matt Simon? What's up, Algo? Everybody, man. What's going on? Patrick, I love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Free, you good, man? What's up, brother?
What's up, Dad?
You cut out, David. I want to rehear that. What?
Oh, I just said, what's up, brothers? I love you, man. That's all I said. What's going on?
Yeah, we love you too. Give us a ow!
There you go.
Don't do the Joey Rucha thing, but yeah, he like marked me with that, bro.
Have you been listening to him?
Joey?
No, Wolfman Jack.
No, I haven't.
I say you sound just like Wolfman Jack. You got to go listen to some.
I know. You guys said that last time, and it kind of just slipped my mind. My mom named me after David Allen Cole. I listen to that guy, and that guy's oh my god, ignorant.
You got to see the Beach Boys.
I just remembered. Algo brought up the Steve Martin album. I don't know if he was done. I think because we changed the subject. Algo, were you done with that subject?
Oh yeah, it was just that in one of his comedy bits, he's like struggling to get the laughter, and he says to the audience, he says, "You don't remember when the Earth and the government said don't tell the stupider people, and we all went on the giant space arc." That was it.
Wow.
And that was like in
Okay.
1979.
75.
75.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Wow. Okay.
And that went back
Yo.
to Patrick
I've been
saying he had a
binging
dream about that.
Yeah. I've been binging on George Carlin lately, man.
That's
I
awesome.
want
Some of
that.
his old-
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
some of
ahead.
his
Go
old
ahead.
stuff, man.
No, David, I've been here so long. I'm going to shut up. You got.
I'm going to shut up too. You got the floor.
No, I was thinking about this last night when everybody kept bringing up the vaccines and sorry, damn it, you know what I mean. I just won't call it that anymore. But you know what I'm saying.
The jab.
The jabby jab. Left, right. No. Right, left. No. But yeah, I was thinking like, what if you don't get the jab, right? And you meet a girl that got the jab, right? And you guys have unprotected, you know what?
You won't get along.
Well, I'm just, what if it, opposites attract, bro? I'm just saying, would that get into you? Like, I was thinking about that too. Like, that's
No.
kind of like an STD type
I don't
thing.
think it would. I don't think it would.
I don't know, man. I was just thinking outside the box. I thought I'd bring it up. I don't think it's really that much out there, but just wanted to hear y'all
No,
guys.
you're right, David. Absolutely, David. So you meet this girl on this night, and she's got these eyes that grab yours, and you have these eyes that grab hers. And the pheromones kick in, and you took your drinks, and you do some dancing, and you go back to one of your places, and she had the jab, and you didn't, and neither one of you talk about it, and you copulate, then who knows?
You're good at
Right,
it.
dude? I wish I could just take off her pants and be like, "It's the jab." You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that, bro. It's, I don't know. I was just thinking about it, like what because stuff can skin the skin type things. You know what I mean? Like I was just wondering. That's crazy.
You're jabbing her. Your jabbing her could jab you.
Yeah,
don't let her jab you. Don't let her jab you. No matter how much she says, it's not gonna hurt. Don't let her jab you.
Yeah, and you're not jumping on me either. Get out of here.
Yeah, then that would be kind of treating them like they're treating us right now. They're treating us like we have some sort of disease or something. I don't believe that. If AIDS can't get into you that way, then I mean, you can't catch AIDS that way, can you?
Yes, kind of, in a way.
It's hard. I guess it would be hard.
I mean, you really have to beat it up. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't know.
I guess if a guy
I
had
think they
AIDS,
made that. I think they made that shit up too. Mate, Fauci was.
Yeah, we don't even know if that shit's real, bro. They just you
Yeah.
take a blood test. Hey.
yeah.
Fauci was full of shit on that too.
Yeah, my brother's got HIV, and I don't even talk to him. I wish I could be like, yo, that shit's fake. He'd probably beat me up. But
Yeah, I mean, if they tell you have HIV, then they put you on all these drugs. So could that be?
That's
just
what
a
I'm
real-
saying, bro. Sorry, that.
Do you all remember when they first started testing people with the
Yeah.
bullshit test? And
Yeah.
people tested positive for HIV.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then try to say, but they're not carriers, or they're carriers, but it's
Asymptomatic.
Like the
Yeah.
PR test that they're testing right now.
how
You tested.
they
You
tested
tested
it through
positive.
the blood
You
last
tested
time.
positive to being a moron for getting tested in the first place. That's what you tested positive to. That's all it is,
Absolutely.
man. It's just a crock of shit.
But dude, isn't the test for AIDS that they're using the test for COVID?
Yeah, it's the same test. Yeah, it is. It is the same test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
No, well,
kind
for
of.
AIDS,
Somewhat.
for AIDS, they didn't.
I guess you could turn a knob. I don't know.
They didn't
Apparently,
shove-
apparently it's the same test, man. Yeah, It's exactly the same for
They didn't
food
shove
disease.
something up your nose for AIDS tests.
No, but I mean the way they fucking they're still taking a sample from fucking somewhere and they're just fucking magnifying it. What is it? Not magnifying it. Concentrating the making. I think it's magnification. They just keep multiplying it until they get the result that they want. You know what I mean? It's just it's not meant to be designed to test for any disease. You know, we know that.
Brandon Newman. So is no one going to do the right thing and tell this stupid bitch to stop wasting his time on streaming? He needs to get back on his knees where gay men belong. I mean, he ain't going to get anywhere.
Who the F's that, bro?
Who is this?
I don't know, but
you got a troll, Patrick.
Why
they
did
need
that
to get on their knees and pray.
No, you got a troll, Patrick. No, you got a troll, and I booted him out, and then everybody else timed him out.
I was like, wow, how did it get that far where I was able to read it like that?
It's been fun.
I don't know. You need to bounce him like a basketball.
I got a million monitors in here. And that's how far did that thing get?
It didn't. I kicked him out right away.
Oh, okay.
But you got a troll, so the only reason you could read it because you own the channel.
Hey, but that's a good thing. You got trolls.
Oh, okay. So he was already timed because I'm like looking for the button.
No, I kicked him forever.
Oh, okay.
Poop for a long time.
You'll come back with another sock.
And he makes a sock account, and we'll kick him again.
Nah.
I know, Smurfer. Smurfer says, I was so shocked by that, I didn't do, because we have such a nice community, and then you get some off
asshole
who comes in here. I see Brandon, he's back. Check it out.
See you later.
Jacking with Primon.
And I want to say this about the vax thing and having, meeting somebody and, you know what I mean? Like, don't be scared. I was just asking questions. I was just, throwing it out there, see what y'all thought. You know what I mean? Because imagine if that was...
I thought you said you timed them out forever.
I don't know how he came back, but he's gone now.
I got a bunch of counts.
Yeah.
Well, he came back to the same count. So
anyway,
it's been a long time since I had a troll. Woohoo! I got a troll.
You got a troll and you got a thumbs down, so you must be doing something right.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, they will.
They will.
Not he.
No. Not Brandon.
Oh man, I love you guys. I had to jump on, man. Every time I live, man, I just gotta I gotta jump on.
David, so glad you did.
Yeah,
man.
Thanks for joining.
And Karen B need to do a show together. That shit would be off the rails, bro. I mean, they were I know it's just a little bit of them talking, but I mean,
what do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about my picture? Do you guys like my picture?
Oh, of course.
It's a good picture.
The
one you driving, looking in the rear view, supposed to be looking in the rear view.
Well, it wasn't the rear view; it was right out the front. But that scenery was so fucking cool and so weird. I had to take a picture. I took a bunch of pictures. I thought it'd be cool to just put them as layout pictures in the as the what do you call it? The picture that I have on the stream.
Thumbnail?
The thumbnail.
Yeah, your avatar. You're a handsome dude with a nice haircut.
No, Pat, you're handsome, dude. I don't know if you were talking about other pictures. I'm looking at the picture of you right now, is what I was talking about.
No, I am talking about the picture in my stream, the thumbnail that I have for the stream of.
Yeah, you're a handsome dude with a nice haircut.
No,
thought it
not
was-
that picture.
No, it's a background or something, right? It's a beach.
Oh,
It's a
got
sky.
it.
The sky.
Yeah.
The sky is that's a church. You know, I took a picture of the church and the sky, the orange background in the sky. That's the fucking sun coming up.
Oh, wait.
Sweet.
Nice.
That is so weird.
Mad Pie Man, go ahead. I know you want to say something.
Nah, man, no, I'm good. It's just listening.
No, but what I was saying, like about the vax and doing it and doing it and doing it well. Like I was just like throwing it out there. I just don't want people to get like freaked out or anything. You know what I mean?
No, we're good. We're just gonna wait until we run into that Novax
Right?
or that plus moment and see what happens.
Mm.
Just like everything else.
No,
Right.
I will die before they stick
They wanna-
anything in me.
they wanna keep
I
us-
gotta.
They want to keep us separated anyway, man. Like the chances of us going to a nightclub where everyone's vaccinated is going to be pretty small in the future, man, because you won't be able to get in unless you've been vaccinated, you know? There's another thing you have to think about.
I think casual sex would be a thing of the past.
Yeah, exactly. Where's your ID? You know, it ain't an ID anymore. It's more like, where's your COVID test?
Yeah.
So
There's
imagine
a
how
path.
crazy the internet's gonna get without casual sex. Oh my god.
Yo, I'm about to just, I've been saving up money. I'm about to just buy something in the woods and start building stuff and live by myself, bro. I'm
If you
dead
can,
serious,
man.
man.
If you
A good
can.
man.
Yeah, I live right. I'm like Providence. I live in Providence. I live in North Providence, so I'm on the north end of the capital of Rhode Island. And yo, if something was to happen, bro, I'm in trouble, man. That's all I gotta say. I only got a couple of things to defend myself, and I mean, imagine if they cut the food off today, man. I'd be anybody living in an area like I am, even a suburb, maybe you'd be all right for a couple of days.
Well, you can go fishing, can't you?
Yeah, well, I got a pond out in the back, but it's not the greatest drinking water. I mean, I wouldn't even drink it. I wouldn't even eat the fish out of it, bro, to put it that way. If you want to get that, it's all city, bro. Like these streams that
You're
run
on an
through all the
You're on an
towns.
island, man. You're on an island.
You will when you're hungry enough.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I got the pills. I got the, you know what I mean? I got the water filtration systems and stuff. But I mean, I would even doing that, I'd probably be iffy about drinking it. But if you're thirsty enough, like you said, right, Aldo, you go and drink it.
And David, I know all your guns fell in the river when the canoe tipped over, but if you have those, if you can get them out of the river, then other people that have stuff, if it all goes really bad, well, they're not going to need it because they're not going to be eaten, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, dude. You know what, dude? I don't even see why you would even need a gun during these. I mean, if things like that could happen, I mean, you're gonna run out of ammo. What you gonna do? I mean, I guess you can hit people with it. I don't know, man. People act like
Brother?
what?
There's no point worrying, man. Worrying doesn't
For
help.
every person, and this is not this is a theoretical conversation. It has nothing to do with reality. For every person you drop, they have ammo. Just say it.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I
Smurfer lost all of her guns in the river too, and it's really tragic. But for every person that goes against you, if it really goes that way, for everyone you drop, they have ammo.
That's true.
That's just how it works. It's guerrilla style
what you're saying
revolutionary
now.
war.
Literally.
What's that?
Nah, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought you were
No, say it.
No, I thought you were talking about like real ammo and like I don't know, man. Maybe I'm lost here a little bit. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's probably better to move on.
No, I was just talking about it's hard to get ammo, bro. And you talked about before that canoe tipping over. Yeah, I don't know what you were talking about, the canoe thing, but that's cool, man. It's all good.
Okay, so let's do it this way, David. If I used to have a lot of guns, I was taking them across the river and the canoe tipped over, so I don't have them anymore. For anybody who's listening, but if I did, and I got into confrontation with somebody, for every body I drop, they have ammo.
I got you now. That's
okay.
That's a great punchline too, man. Damn. I got you now. I missed that part, man.
Dude, I'm not going out of this place without a fight. Fuck them. And that's a poem by Keats. Do not go quietly into the night. Do not go quietly without a fight. Right?
Yep.
So we'll figure it out. And it's probably not going to get that dramatic. Probably. They're just going to split society into the vaccinated with their little COVID pass and the unvaccinated without their COVID pass. And then we're just going to have to frickin' deal with it.
Yeah, I was thinking about making my own ammo, but I don't want to blow myself up.
Dude, just make your own COVID pass. Just counterfeit that shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to become a counterfeiter in like 3 months. I can guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be digital though. It's going to be on your phone, isn't it?
Yeah, but learning to code is not that big a deal. We're going digital. We're going to counterfeit. We're gonna be able to live on this earth without taking that. God is not going to put God is not going to put us in a position where we're going to fail if we're willing to do what it takes to keep surviving.
Yeah.
He let Noah build a big old boat, right? So he can let me counterfeit some shit so I can buy food.
That's true. That's true.
Nobody needs to be depressed about this shit. It's ugly and it's brutal, but we don't have to be depressed.
It's a new future, man, and we'll find a way through it, man. People will come together and network and learn to trust good people and people who will help each other and trade amongst each other, because there won't be any more cash. You can forget about that. We're outside the system. We won't be able to buy or sell anything. So we'll be trading and bartering then, and we'll be growing our own fruit and vegetables, and people with skills will be trading their skills for food, and life will have meaning and value, mate. And
trading their silver for food, trading, yeah.
It's going to be better.
Absolutely, man.
It's going to be better, man. It's going to be better. That's what I see.
Yeah, dude.
We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine.
No,
all their shit's going to fall apart.
Yeah, either that or we all die, but, there's no point worrying about dying.
It's all going to die anyway. That's what I say.
Exactly, David. You die anyway.
Why are you going to live in fear when we can work together and do things, man? I mean, one hand washes the other. I mean, my family's always been like that. One hand washes the other. Some people might kind of get what that means, but I mean, in the city, literally, one hand washes the other, man. Like, I don't know. I used to do some bad things back in the day, man, and but I'm not gonna explain that. But one hand washes the other, bro. You got my back, I got yours. No matter what, who's wrong, who's right, I got you. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. Like, but I've changed so much, man. It's crazy, bro. I guess it's called growing up and then getting punched in the head by something to get into what I mean. I didn't ask. Like, I don't know. It's so weird, man. I didn't ask it about flat Earth or get into these kind of things. I didn't ask for this. I just stumbled upon it, and something in my head was telling me, look at it. And I had to, and I will never, I don't regret it. I love it. That's it. I just, it's amazing, man.
Can I tell you something, David?
Yes, sir.
You have found your tribe. You found your mob. All that other shit before that you went through wasn't you, and you found your mob. And it's us. Like it or not, it's us.
Yeah, I was just pretending to be something that I wasn't, bro, because the influence.
Yeah, and it goes. That's everybody in the chat, everybody on Patrick's stream. You have
if they want
found
to
your
admit it or
people.
not, if they want to admit it or not, man, real shit, man. I used to listen to music and they would get me pumped to go punch somebody in the face, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like influence, and that's influence is crazy. Like, I don't know, people probably laughing, but you can laugh all you want, man. It's real shit. When you listen to music or you watch movies, and you really desperately want something, and you take that character or that rapper to be someone you really cherish, you're gonna go out and do some crazy things, man. Not saying that I did, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying music influenced me in the wrong way. And I realize that now, you know. Good thing
now you're with now you're with your people.
Yeah, you know, like I try to grab the same people that I chill with.
Every time you're here with us, with Patrick, every time you're here, you feel better. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, you found your people. You found your people. It's that simple.
I feel like I know Mad Pie Man. I feel like I know all you dudes. Like I was chilling and having a couple of beers. That's the way
Hell yeah.
And
we've been through this shit
together. But you know what I mean? You too, Patrick. You know I love you, bruh.
Yeah, I know. We've all been through some shit together. You know, not just here. We've been through a lot of shit.
100. Man, I just wish I could give you a big hug, all of you guys, man. It just sucks. Well, it will happen. Hey, I guarantee it. I'll take a motherfucker beat a man.
We're all part of the one, man. We're all part of the one. Yeah, we're all family, man, for sure. Yeah.
We are the best, man. That's all I gotta say. People in the chat, man, you guys, even if they don't just read in the comments, just knowing that people feel the same way I do, it's
I'll
just
I got a glass of milk.
All right, get some milk. Don't go to sleep though.
And a cookie.
And a cookie, yeah, get a cookie.
David,
but just
I gotta tell you something.
Go ahead, I'll go.
I have met more people, Smurfer Girl whatevs, Floyd Michael, Malia, Crunchy Bee, Voynich, even though we've had very few conversations, Jennifer, I've met people that actually understand. They've lived the same path. They've felt the same things. No longer related. And I'm not asking you to be vulnerable, and I'm not trying to tell you anything you don't already know. But when we find each other in these places, digital realm, it makes sense when we're together. And when we're not, there's like, it's not quite as good. It's kind of wonky or whatever. But all the shit that you did, I did the same thing. I kicked a guy in his head and he wasn't moving. And so I reached down to make sure he still had a pulse, and he did. So then I walked away. So I am no nice guy, but I'll tell you, when you find your people here and now, that's what it's about to me.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, it's not about, I mean, we could all talk about the bad stuff we did in the past. That's easy. You know what I mean? That's very easy to do, you know? Because that's all I did. I mean, I was exactly, you know, I mean, I had a heart too, though, man. I don't know. I've done some bad stuff, but I've also, out of the group, would be the shy one, you know what I mean? But I didn't like it either, you know? But I don't know. But either way, if it wasn't like, I don't know if I told you guys this, my buddy Weymouth in Maine, man, this guy always was hitting me with the Jesus thing, you know, always. And he was the same age as me, a little bit younger. I think or a year older. I think we're about the same age either way. But yeah, I used to tell him, dude, you think God's coming to save you? And I used to talk so much shit, dude. and I felt so bad. And I never got to talk to him again because I moved from Maine back to where I'm from in Rhode Island. And but I did message him. I said, "Yeah, God's real, bro, and you were right the whole time. I'm so sorry, man." And he just started laughing. And I think he's on the other end of the stick now. I'm just hoping he's coming back. It's crazy.
No, if he takes off his mask and he has faith, he'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, he could read every verse to you like crazy. And I've been hitting him up with like some Mandela stuff, but he's not hitting me back yet. So I don't know if he's getting mad or what. But yeah.
I had a breakthrough today, man. I think because, pardon me, I'm choking. I'm choking.
Get it out, brother. Get it out.
Yeah, it's always better when you cough it out. Yeah. Yeah, because I use.
Dude, I just got COVID in the eye, bro.
Put your goggles on. Yeah, because this device used to be my girlfriend's, and it's connected to her original account and Gmail and all that shit, right? So when I set this channel up and the other one that I used to have, which I can't get back into because I don't have the password anymore. Yeah, I just got a system upgrade, I'm on an iPad, so I got a iOS 14.4 fucking upgrade, and now when my videos come up, all my notifications, it's like when they come up, they go to her on her phone as well. So she's been watching my videos, man. She's learning. I've been trying to talk to her for 10 years now. She's starting to listen because she's watching the videos that I watch because they're coming up on her phone.
Sweet. That's awesome.
That's great.
That is awesome, man.
That's kind of how God works, right?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Yeah, dude, my old lady.
Divine spirit, call it what you want. That's kind of how it works, right?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't expect the algorithms to be on our side, would you?
It's on her side for sure.
Yeah, it's on
if she's watching that, she's probably expanding her mind in a way that's going to benefit her. And I tell you, that's when I can tell that you coming on this stream and her being able to see that video and hear whatever nonsense bullshit David, Patrick, and you and I have to say, it's going to help her in some way.
This live stream came up on her phone, man, while I was watching it. She goes, "Is that yours?" I said, "Yeah, that's what I'm watching right now." It was on twice, man. It's like awesome. But yeah, she was watching videos about the worldwide protests yesterday. All the different cities all over the world. Huge protests, and she's like, look, this country, that country, Norway, England, Germany, France. I'm going, yeah, I know. I've been telling you for a year. You haven't been listening to me. Not everybody likes this bullshit. Not everyone thinks it's real. Not everyone agrees with it. Some people want to be free.
Right? Yeah, my old lady, I tell her about all this stuff, and she looks at me and just, yeah. It's like, I think she's taking it in, but I think she believes most of the stuff I'm saying, but I don't know if she is fully on board with everything, but she definitely sticks up for me and stuff. So I'm definitely happy about it.
None of the protests made mainstream TV, man. Either, they didn't make
news
anyway.
Women feel more vulnerable in this realm than men do. And women that can look at it and can listen and can say, yeah, I get it, but if I exercise that, I'm going to be in a vulnerable position. So
are you sure about that, man?
I am.
I don't know. Most women I know are stronger than me, man.
No, they are stronger than us. 100%.
Mentally is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they are totally stronger than us. But from a physical and a rape and from all the stuff, they feel more vulnerable. For me to to walk into the supermarket without a mask, it's not a big deal. What are they going to do? Are we going to fight? Are you going to call the cops? I don't give a fuck. But for a woman who believes the same things I do, she's probably not going to take her mask off and go in the supermarket. She's 5'4", she weighs 110 pounds. She knows she'll get her ass kicked. She knows that people are not nice. Right, exactly. Yeah. So that's the point.
Yeah.
They're mentally stronger than us by far. But
they just don't want to explode.
No, because they experience this realm from a vulnerable position, which I fucking hate, because they're so much stronger and they're so much smarter than us. And you and I know that. But
absolutely, dude. That's why God made it that way.
Yeah, exactly. So we should be.
And they're the brains, and we're the bull. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we should be the one. Okay, honey, if you don't want to wear your mask, come in the supermarket. I got your back.
All the social programming. All the social programming's been used to take that power away from men, though, and give it to women. You know, they think they've got. Yeah. They think they've got the balls in their handbag now. You know.
They my girl.
Men are violent. Men are no good. You know, we're being demonized like shit, and we've been. You know, it's been that way for a long time, man. You know, if any family court will always decide in the woman's favor after a divorce. You know.
Which is a huge another conversation, but in the chat, Jennifer Kiesling said, I was terrified at first. And Smurfer Girl, whatever, says, I don't know what he's yapping about. And then she said, same Jennifer, because they were intimidated or a little bit afraid to not wear a mask because of what's going to happen. And it's just the social dynamic in Western cultures that people will beat up women quicker than they'll beat up men. And it sucks. And I hate it. And I think it's reprehensible. Yeah, and that's good. She's not scared of anybody. And Smurfer has balls and Jennifer has balls, but they're the exception to the rule because we've seen it over and over. So I guess my only point, David, was when your girl listens and she agrees with you and she believes you, great, but she's probably not going to exercise that unless you're there with her. That was my only point.
Yeah. On the whole, man, you're.
I got you out 100%, bro. I got you.
I smell the beautiful woman.
Yeah, but you got Biden. How's your legs?
Who said they smell a beautiful woman? Are you Joe Biden?
I smell beautiful women.
Oh, Joe.
I didn't say young women. I didn't
say it ain't so, Joe.
I saw a dude that looked just like you, man.
Hey, you guys didn't even notice. I suppose you couldn't either.
Oh, you got the Flintstone. Yeah, we talked about that.
MTV.
Oh, bro, it even looks
a nice
so
t-shirt, buddy.
cool.
Yeah.
That is fire, bro. Oh, you even got it on the sleeve. Both sides, too. Ham can. Oh, you're lucky I'm not there to grab your shoulder and pimp it. I'm just kidding, bro. That is fire, bro. Are you going to be selling those?
You know where I found this at? I found it at Walmart.
Oh, I thought you got your own shirt made. I was going to say, man. I was going to buy one.
Walmart.
I don't want to buy from Walmart.
$12.
No, but that shirt is dope. It's fire. 100%. I thought you were like, because you were talking about something about the Flintstones and doing lettering. Oh, was it you?
Tuesday tomorrow.
Doesn't matter. Get ready. Tuesday night. Wednesday.
I'm going to shave this off.
Tuesday night, Mad Pie Man. Tuesday night.
This is all going to be
You're going to shave the beard?
No, he's gonna take the trash to the you know what I mean, to the rubbish, bruh.
I was thinking about shaving it all off, or just keeping this part, the goatee.
You gotta keep the go. You gotta keep the go.
I reckon it looks good as is, man.
It's starting to get long. The
You can
front of
trim
it.
man. You
I
can
got
trim
some
it.
length on the front of it now.
Yeah, you can trim it, bro.
I'll tell you something, man. The problem when you start growing it is you're never happy. And you end up with
I always feel like I gotta go through it. You know, I'm always playing with it.
Yeah.
I'm like that
It's
too. Once I stop playing with it, it gets cut off, bro. I just can't keep that. Yeah, man. I give you credit, bro.
Yeah, I always got food in it. You know, somewhere I got food somewhere.
Yeah, I got like beer like a day later. I'm like, no, man, I got beer, yo. No, I'm just kidding.
Spaghetti noodles. I'm picking out spaghetti noodles out of it.
Nah, you gotta keep yourself clean, man.
I'm gonna keep it real 100, dude.
Use a mirror, a bit of water. You can do it.
Yeah, dudes with beards are no joke, man. You're not gonna find food. You're not gonna find any of that. They got everything. They got spray. They got the moisture. They got it all. Deodorant. I mean, it's unbelievable. I even got some like what's that stuff? It's like it looked like came in a little thing that looked like shoe shine, but it's for your beard.
Yeah.
In the tin.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff.
Beard wax.
Dude, you have the same beard here. Now go.
It's springtime.
Okay,
oh, who is this Dutch man? Oh, it's the Joker.
It's the Joker. No makeup.
Riddle me this, Algo.
It's the real Joker, no makeup.
Yeah, what's that, man?
3 o'clock in the morning here, so you must be awake now.
You're Batman and the Joker.
I'm awake now.
Awesome.
Good news, brother.
It's 9/11. It's 9/11 here.
Uh-oh.
So we've got Batman and the Joker.
Yeah, right.
What's
Batman
up,
and Joker.
Boynich? Nice
When
to
it's
see you,
1
buddy.
o'clock, when it's 1 o'clock here, it's 7 o'clock there
No,
on the East Coast.
no.
right?
Now the difference is 5 hours because we didn't adjust the clock yet.
Oh,
7 o'clock here.
Yeah.
7 o'clock Monday. PM.
March has gone by like a race car.
Yeah.
Time is even.
Oh,
It was moving faster, and now it's even moving faster.
It's Skull and Bones Day today. Happy Skull and Bones Day.
It is going by really fast.
well, you got.
Oh, you're on 322, Matt Pyman.
Yeah.
Yeshua said he has to speed up the time, or no flesh will survive. And I think that's coming to pass. I mean, come on, bro.
We are already going into the fourth. Almost, we're going into the 4th month of the year already.
Yeah, it's going like a flash, bro. Like a flash.
Yeah.
Wow. We barely got any time left. This is crazy.
Patrick, we have all the time in the world left.
Oh, I mean,
the moment only exists in now.
That's right. That's the only time that matters.
In this now moment is all that we got. It only exists right now.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so don't feel like you don't have time left.
Tomorrow. There's no yesterday. It's just today is all we got. So hold on.
Good
to
reference.
it because I love you. I want you to feel good for now. In this very
Oh,
moment.
we lost David.
Listen to the words I'm saying. Boy, Nick, you gotta stay on top of this. No, you gotta come back, Boy Nick. There we go. Now you gotta listen to the words I'm saying because I have all my rusty friends here. Hey, where did David? David, where the hell did you go?
Is that a Carpenter song, man?
David said he hit the wrong button. You people.
He'll be back like Arnie.
You definitely feel like family, you fuck ups.
How are you, Voyage?
Muted again.
You're mute. Take the mute.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Considering conditions, right? Considering the world is going to hell in a handbasket. I'm okay.
Yeah.
So did you enjoy your tacos? You sort of like tacos?
I ate it again today. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I finished mine up too. I felt rather heavy afterwards. So I think next time I have tacos, I'm gonna do it your way.
I ate it with a lot of beans. I left out the rice. So
yeah, I'm gonna take your recipe and make it that way next time.
Wait a minute. Who puts beans and rice in tacos?
not in tacos, in tacos and tortillas.
Oh, like a burrito.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who I'm adding here because it doesn't have a name.
Uh-oh.
You guys need to come to Colorado, and I can make you real, authentic tacos.
What is that?
They're soft ones.
It's
no hard shell.
You're really fucking with me, David.
Nah, man, I'm not really not. Yo, when I go to hit the mute button, my arrow's right at the bottom, so it ends up hitting the arrow and I bounce out, and I don't mean to, and I do it every stream.
No, but when you came in, your name tag said Voynich, and I'm like, how do I have two Voynichs in here? And so then you finally changed it back to David Wood. Somehow
Voynich is a beautiful man. Look at him. Come on. He even shaved, dude. He trimmed his beard. He trimmed his goatee, bro.
Hey, man.
No, I always have this bit of spinach under my lip.
I was gonna say that pussy tickler.
That's the tickler.
Yeah, that's what they call it. You know what I mean? I don't. You know, that's what they call it. It's true though.
Volkan must have an early night. I just recall Volkan. I haven't seen him around in a while.
Yeah, where is Volkan, dude? My man.
So
where's
he? He must have called it an early night tonight.
Yeah.
He was in the chat. He was in the chat before, man.
Oh, he's good. I haven't seen him in a little bit, but my times are all off from all you guys, and Volkan's probably like an hour or two off from me because I'm in the East Coast. So, yeah, he's in the South, I think, chasing gators and snakes.
Yeah,
he's probably East Coast then.
Jennifer says, I tore down 2 beds for my boys and set up new bed frames for them. I worked on getting the garage and shed straight for spring. Next project, a tune-up on my tractor done by me. Very good, Jennifer. You go get them, girl.
That's amazing.
Plans.
Let's call it girl power.
That's like a girl doing tractor duties. That's crazy. Better than me. Yeah, better than me, girl.
Where's your hobby? You should be doing that shit.
I can work on a little bit of dirt bikes and stuff, but I don't know about a tractor.
No, not your hobby, David. I'm talking about Jennifer's hobby.
Dude.
I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding, David.
Oh, I know, man. It's all love, bro. It's all love, man. That's all I got to give.
Yeah. Jennifer says I fixed
hate.
my car before winter. Yeah, no shit, David. Smurf. Oh, go ahead, David.
No, I'm sorry, man. It's on a little delay. You go ahead, Pat. It's your show, brother.
Oh, I'm getting upset with these crypto. I don't understand. Does anybody understand the crypto shit?
Yep.
Tell me about it. What do you
So,
think?
cryptocurrency is each coin that a cryptocurrency makes is a solved math problem in the computer world.
Really?
So if you earn a Bitcoin, somebody has solved a math problem of epic proportions that would take a regular computer like 40 years. So they make all these servers, they put these server farms up, and they try to solve a math problem, and it generates a coin. And basically, if you can look at it as a commodity like gold or soybeans or anything,
Right.
what people are speculating on is, will we get more Bitcoin or will we get less Bitcoin? And if we get less Bitcoin, then it's more valuable. And if we get more Bitcoin, it's less valuable. So if you can learn the basics of commodities trading, you can understand the crypto market and you'll be fine. And
well, where does the Bitcoin come from, bro? It's not like you can plant a seed and get a bunch of them.
no, it's a
Oh,
computer
yeah.
program. It's a math problem that you solve in the computer. It's a digital solution.
So who provides the problems?
The company that owns the coin.
Okay.
So go ahead, David.
No, I was gonna say, like, everybody's on the dollar bill, right? And we're all stuck on that. I'm just wondering what would make people stick to this. I mean, it's even worse than the dollar, in my opinion, because there's no privacy at all.
There's no. It's the same. There's nothing backs either one of them, and there's no privacy on either one, except for Monero. There's a coin out there called Monero that is encrypted end to end, and it's going to be the biggest thing in 5 years. It's going to be bigger than Bitcoin in about 5 years. It's called Monero.
You want me to? Are you telling me to jump on it? Jump on it.
I'm not telling anybody to spend any money on it.
Nah,
Monero. Well, it's going to double by September. In 5 years, it's going to be bigger than Bitcoin because with the blockchain, quote unquote.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the privacy thing, right?
Right. And
which one?
The Monero.
I'm about to hit. I'm serious. I'm gonna look into it. Algo is talking about it's gonna be the biggest thing in 5 years. I'm looking at it.
Is that a coin?
Yeah, Monero's a coin, and just like Smurfer Girl said, India is going to outlaw cryptocurrency because they're going to make their own government's currency. And India is the second largest population on the planet. So when India outlaws cryptocurrency, probably later this year, the entire crypto market's going to take a slam. And everybody who's not in an encrypted coin is going to lose their ass. And it's probably going to be September/October.
So you're saying cryptocurrency has nothing to do with the mark of the beast? Because a lot of people, I think that. I don't. I think it's just another form of dough. You know what I mean?
It's another form of currency. Absolutely. It's not mark of the beast.
I find it, when I first heard about it, I found it a little sketchy, but I don't know enough.
It's totally sketchy. It's totally sketchy.
Right? But I don't know enough to sit there and be like, no, that is not good. Don't do it. You know what I mean?
It's just like the futures market or the commodities market.
But what I was saying is, like, when I go up to you, I'll go and say, hey, bro, I love your shoes, dude, that you got there sitting on the rack. I'm going to give you a couple of these square pieces of shit dollars, and that's you can't mark that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the privacy is all gone with Bitcoin, but
absolutely it is.
But I hear Jeranism talking so much good about it, so I don't know. I'm not hating on any of them. Hey, it's all love. I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about it. So I'm wondering if I should, maybe try.
I won't tell you, if I were going to invest my gold and silver into something cryptocurrency, I would April pull it all back out, and I'd go back and I'd go buy gold and silver.
That's what I was thinking. Gold I was thinking about silver because I'm not a bowling. No, not me.
Dude, silver's awesome. Silver's the most pressed commodity on the market.
I like silver.
I love silver, bro, and it's good for you too.
Yes.
It's got medicinal properties.
But you know what I mean.
It heals the body. It's used in every single computer, everywhere. It has. I mean, it's silver's been bastardized, just like humanity's been bastardized for the last 60 years.
Yeah, everything that they say is bad is good. You still got to look into it, but usually that's the way it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just know that the way the game plan is going to be played out if the controllers have their way. The central banks, the elite, the Rothschilds, right? If they have their way, going along with the New World Order program for Agenda 2030, we're heading towards a one world currency, which would be a digital currency, because we're going to be cashless before long. That's definitely coming.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's coming.
So I just worry that I understand the encryption part of it all sounds great, but they could also just ban it. You know what I mean? So you can't trade with it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Or shut the internet up.
And India's going to do that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's an example there. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That could be just the start of it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you're only allowed to use it because they allow it. You know what I mean? Because
exactly. No, 100%.
Yeah.
And if the grid goes down, guess what? It's all worthless.
It's gone. It's gone, mate. It's air. Yeah.
I allocate my personal resources between food, lead, and precious metals.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because eventually,
food, lead, and precious metals.
Yep.
I got. Sorry, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because eventually, when everything does go away and the system's gone, and they bring in their total system of control, which is the direction that we're heading in. We can see that happening every day. We're going to get to a stage when, things of what's the actual term? Value. Value. There's not going to be any value in paper or gold or cryptocurrency.
Nope. Well, gold there will be.
Yeah, but the only real value, man, will be things that can sustain you, keep you alive, shelter you, feed you, keep you warm, you know what I mean? All of those things, that's going to be the real value, that's going to be the real
Absolutely.
Yeah, food, lead, and water.
Yeah, clothes, things of that nature. Yeah, absolutely, bro.
I can get clothes and shoes with lead, and I can get clothes with water or food.
Yeah, but you can't eat bitcoins or make a house out of it, and you can't, the same with cash, same with gold. You know what I mean? I suppose you could make a house out of gold if you wanted to, but you'd have to have a foundry.
Well, you can trade gold.
Are those crickets or frogs in the background, bro?
I'd say they're crickets, man. They're pretty loud.
Wow, they sound way different than the ones out here.
You You can never
They
find
sound
the
like
bastard.
beast mode. Like,
They're
Rhode Island crickets are really small.
yeah, dude, they just quick, they do that, but not. Yo, these things sound like they're freaking an inch long.
Ours are the same size as small grasshoppers, man. That's how big our crickets are.
All right, you guys. I'm looking over at Patrick, and he's about ready to fall out of his chair.
No, not yet.
He's out cold, and
No,
you guys
he
can wake him up.
unmuted it. He's awake.
Getting close. It's getting close.
But I am not. I got to get up in the morning. I got to go to work. I got to go get some more food and lead and water and sustainable items for who knows what the hell's coming. But I will tell you, Voyage, David Wolf, Matt
If you
Pyman,
get some lead, you email me, man.
I'll go.
Patrick.
Have a nice night. I'll go.
Buddy, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
have a good
Thank
night,
you.
brother.
Thanks for coming on. I'll go.
Thank you for having me here. David, if you ever want to do a stream, I'm in.
Yeah, man. 100%, dude. I don't know. I don't have. All I have is a cell phone, bro. I don't. You know what I mean?
You don't need anything more than that. You can stream with me on a cell phone.
I'm down, bro. Whenever, man. If you
I
wanna,
have an email on my channel.
yeah,
In the about. Send me an email on the about, and we'll set up a stream because I want to talk to you more.
all right, man. Sounds good.
And same thing with you, Voice, or Mad Pyman or Patrick. I mean, Patrick, you and I stream a lot together on your channel, but you're always welcome on mine as well. So thank you guys so much.
Love you, brother.
Keep
Take it easy.
absolutely, and Jennifer probably tomorrow. But yeah, as this thing moves forward, sticking together, I think, is going to be our best chance.
100%.
So, with that said, love you all. Take good care.
You too, brother.
We'll see you next time.
Peace, brother.
Have a good night, brother. Get some rest. Algo's the man, no? I'm just saying, he's a good dude.
He's awesome, man. He's good.
I love you too, man. I love all you guys, man. You guys bring up my day, man. I'm telling you.
Don't go.
I bring all my shoes and my glasses, so happy.
Good show, Aldo. Thanks for coming on. You're always welcome. You can take any of my people anytime you want. I'll go on to your show. They're all great people. They all have the heart of gold. The people can come and go in these streams, but you know when you got the real people in your stream and they're fucking real, and that's all you guys. You guys are each have your own special powers and your special abilities and your uniqueness, and I love each and every one of you guys. I love some more than others, like, you know, I'm just kidding. I love you all.
Stop it. You know it's true.
What Jennifer or Malia, I mean, beautiful women, you know, just beautiful. All right, I'll stop talking about it. I'll stop flirting with the girls.
Patrick loves beautiful women. What's wrong with that? You know?
I love beautiful
Nothing wrong
women.
with that.
That long red hair. Yeah.
Oh, you sound like the Nephilim. No, I'm just kidding, bro. They love their hair, you know what I mean? I love hair too. I see why they do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Man, no, seriously, I would go crazy. Like if it wasn't for you, Pat, bro, for me coming on here and just venting a little bit. I know people probably don't like me the best, but that's okay, man. I still love
I've never listened, dude. I've never ever had anybody say, Hey, I don't like that David Wolf on your channel. Everybody likes you, man.
Yeah, well, I hope so, man, because I love all y'all, man. Because I tell you, when I jump on just in the chat, it's like it's like kind of like putting your feet in hot water. You know what I mean? You're like and you sit back. You're like, yes, finally talk to some. You know what I mean? And I don't talk that much in the chat because I'm not the greatest speller, but I try. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, you're talking to the worst speller in the world.
For
That's
real,
why
but I'm not.
Mandela effects that have to do with spelling. I can only guess on them, so it's like I would never put them down as a real Mandela effect for me, because I just don't. I'm not that good of a speller. I don't remember how it was spelled to begin with, so the only thing is it would have to be a small word that I know was spelt a certain way, like a small word that changed. What's a small
nothing
word?
with like 16 letters in it.
I'll tell you what changed for me is every time I put into, I think it's into. It won't let me do. It won't let me do the one word into.
It will space it.
Yeah, it'll space it out all the time. And I remember I used to be able to. No, it's not into. So that one, I'm trying to think, what fucking word do I use all the
How
time?
about of course? Of course used to be one word. Now it's two words.
Of course.
Yeah. Of course.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Of course used to be one word for me, but two.
Yeah, it'll space that out, but I don't remember. Of course, being one word though.
There is one. There is one people were talking about. Yeah, I can't think what it is.
I can't see the chat, so.
Spelling
dollar sign gets me, bro. The dollar sign gets me.
Yeah, the dollar sign is nice. Everybody still does the double slash.
Yeah,
everybody does it in like every video that has a drawing about money or only one or two.
It looks cooler.
You know isn't the Monopoly game the double line on the dollar sign?
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
It's probably not now, bro. To be honest, it's probably only got one slash to it.
Probably disappeared with the monocle.
But like, I remember, like, you remember those stupid sunglasses with the dollar signs on each side? I remember, and they were on St. Patrick's Day. Dude, they had the double. Yo, it's crazy, man. I don't know. I guess Stavely is going and stealing everything.
That would look really stupid if they did these sunglasses with $1 sign. That would look ridiculous.
No, they had both dollar signs on both sides of the glasses.
Yeah, I know. I know. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. The funny glasses.
What I'm saying is, if they would have did it the other way, it would look.
Oh yeah, it would look retarded, bro. It would. Sorry, but yeah, it would look. It just wouldn't even look right. It's like having a tie without the knot. It'd be like, what?
Right. Oh boy, but yeah, I guess it is time to hit the sack. Over 3.5 hours.
Dude, we only got we got 23 minutes, 24 minutes to go. We'll make it 4 hours. No, I'm just kidding. Get some rest, man.
Mike, I guess really, I can't fall asleep anyways. It doesn't really matter. Because if, let me take a look and see and make sure. What time the taxi is coming tomorrow? 4:30. So a little under an hour. I have to go. I have to go anyways.
Well, dude, 4:30. It's that's right. You're up there. Yeah. So you're like what are you like an hour or two behind?
I got an hour ride there, and about spent 15-20 minutes there, and then an hour ride back. And then by the time I get back, I'm not tired, and I start cleaning the house, and my day goes by.
No, I'm saying it's 3:49 right there, right now.
It's 3:39.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. I said yeah, exactly. So you're an hour. I'm an hour ahead than you. It's 4:49 for me, bro.
Oh yeah, you're an hour.
I'm an hour ahead.
You're an hour
Yeah,
behind.
that's what I was asking you, man. Now I know why you want to go to bed. I hear you. Dude,
but
okay, guys, I'm chiming out too. I'm gonna watch my Dutch morning show. It's such an awesome.
What
good
show?
Stream
Where?
the other day, man. Good stream, mate.
It was a good stream with Patrick, right? It was a very good conversation.
Thanks for coming on, bro. Thanks for coming on, bud.
Yeah, I love you, boy.
See you later,
bro.
Ciao.
Love you, man. And love you guys too. And everybody in chat, Jennifer, Crunchy, V, Malaya, Elgo, Smurfer Girl, Brendan Mitchell, Andy Taylor,
we're the best.
Voting,
Cammy in there?
Who?
Cammy?
Malia.
Oh, Cammy. I don't see her, but Cammy, David Wolf, Mad Pyman, Floyd.
That guy.
All right, and Prelim.
Yeah, Prelim, man. Love you, bro. I'll go. I love everybody in the chat, man. Have a good night. I'm gonna head out, man.
Thanks for coming
on,
on.
man. Love you, bro.
See you, Dave. Love you.
Thanks for coming on. See you later, Mad Pyman. See you later.
Have a good night, Pat.
And I'm gonna play a little thing to get us out of here. And here.
Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.